What is going on? I went to Warped Tour. That was very fun. We listened to pop punk music. We moshed in the rain while Donald Trump's parade completely flopped. So that's fun. That's exciting. Oh yeah, also let me put the live stream link in the Discord really quick. Um I feel a lot better than I did a couple of days ago. I think I needed some time to mosh. I needed some time to listen to music and just go absolutely fucking crazy mode. And I got that. I got it in. We're all good now. Um I was basically off grid the I was basically off grid the entire weekend because there was no service where the festival was. Um, how's it going, Akata boy? So a lot of what I'm going to be doing in this stream is just catching up because I know that there was an assassination of Democratic lawmakers. I know that Trump's and the reason I know that Trump's parade flopped. It wasn't even the fact. You heard about Myra? Myra D's nuts? Is that what this is? My right nut? That's a stretch, Econo boy. I'm sorry. But yeah, the reason I know that Trump's stupid fucking parade was a flop was because on the way back from Warp Tour, the people who went to the parade were leaving at the same time we were leaving Warp Tour because there wasn't any shows the first night that we wanted to stay for. So we left around the same time that the people who went to the parade would have left. And there was fucking one family that got onto the train at the biggest fucking station in DC. One family got on our fucking train. Compare that to, they were expecting 200,000 at the they were expecting 200,000 at the parade, right? 40,000 showed up to Warped Tour. All right? It took us damn near an hour just to get onto the metro. So if it took, 40,000 people, a little bit less than that, mind you, because this was, probably 11:45 at night in the pouring fucking rain. It had been raining for like 6 hours and everybody was soaking fucking wet, right? There were more people leaving that than there were leaving the fucking parade in broad daylight. That's saying something. That's depressing. I don't know how you fucking how your ego comes back from that. I guess you blow up Tehran if your ego gets so damaged that you can't come back from it. You just gotta blow up a fucking capital city, and then it's all fucking good. So I guess we should just get started. America is bombing Iran. Let's go. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't want to use this window. I want to use this window. And let's go to the news tab. Go away. Close player. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. That's what I saw, right? That's the only reason I'm streaming today is because I saw President Retard essentially, it's a step off from declaring war, so that'll be interesting, right? But President Retard put out a tweet saying, evacuate Tehran. Let's go. Oh, wait, hold on. I already opened that one up. Fuck you. News. We'll look at that, too. There's a lot going on right now, isn't there? Jesus Christ, the news cycle. Why did I have to be? Well, you know what? It was good. It was good that I didn't have access to Twitter while I was at Warped Tour. I would have been fucking checking it every 2 fucking seconds, knowing everything that's going on.
Trump warning moments ago, and I quote him, everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran, as Iran is warning that a 9th wave of attacks against Israel is now underway and will continue until dawn. This is now the 5th night of attacks between the two countries. And just moments ago, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth posting on social media, and I quote, he said, I directed the deployment of additional capabilities to the Middle East region. So what does that mean?
I'm sorry. I glanced off screen, and now I am ready to focus.
And just moments ago, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth posting on social media, and I quote, he said, I directed the deployment of additional capabilities to the Middle East region. So what does that mean? Now we know that the U.S. Navy Nimitz carrier strike group is already heading towards the Middle East right now, and more U.S. naval assets capable of defending against ballistic missiles are expected to be moving into the eastern Mediterranean, closer to Israel in these next coming days. The latest Iranian attacks coming after the IDF released these new images of Israel destroying what it says are 2 Iranian fighter jets. And earlier today...
How does Iran have fighter jets? Like, real shit. Do they have their own... Besides their drones program, do they have their own weapons program, or is all their shit from Russia? Click on that.
An unbelievable moment unfolded live
F-14?
on Iranian state television.
No, there's no way that they have an F-14. Okay, how's it going, Dink Brandon? There's like a 0% possibility that they have an American-made fighter on the ground. By the way, Mr. Geek, how's it going? You've been demonic on the fucking timeline, my friend. You have been absolutely fucking demonic.
Let me show it to you.
I saw this clip. I thought that this was fucking AI because I can't trust anything nowadays. I thought this shit was straight up AI. I could not fucking tell. I just gave up and I decided to wait till I saw it on fucking CNN. I guess it's real. And they do? How the fuck do they have F-14s? How the fuck do they have like any American-made operational weaponry? And what purpose would they have for it? If they had an F-14, what would they use it for? Because it's not like we're going to give them the fucking training on how to use it, nor the weapons systems that are going to be, compatible with an F-14. What the fuck is the point? Sorry, by the way, I've decided that for the foreseeable future, I am not doing streaming in a way where I'm going to, I'm not looking at the logic of anything. I'm not looking at any of that shit because nobody else fucking does it. So why the fuck do I sit here and make myself paralyzed with analysis paralysis? Fuck these people. All right. If there's one thing that I feel better about now is just completely having zero concern for literally basically anything online. I just don't care because this isn't real life. This is, I think that so many of the conservatives have just decided that it is better to be Lucifer than it is to be, Jesus. So I don't want to talk to any of them. I listened to Gibbs talk on a Wick panel the other day, and he said and defended when three people tried to, all three of the people on the panel, right, tried to give him an out. Two moderators and his opponent tried to give him an out and say, listen, you don't actually believe that it would be better for someone to burn down your entire ranch than it would be for them to spray paint a cab on the side of one of your buildings. And Gibbs just sat there and fought to the death on that stupid fucking point, like a retard, because it is more important to be partisan than it is to like arrive at any fucking thing of truth. So I don't care anymore, and I'm high, and now I like much more punk music than I did before, and I'm happy about that. Econo boy. Oh, I thought the targeting argument. I can't tell if it's sarcasm or not, because Rezi is a super socialist. It doesn't fucking matter. Facts don't matter. Every time you're asked to provide the source of the source, only for it to be dismissed by it's just fake news. Why bother? I know. That's the thing. Like, I don't feel the desire to. I feel the desire to like debate and stuff and like get my point out there and talk to people about stuff. And I don't have the desire to talk to Republicans. I don't have the desire to talk to Republicans at all, whatsoever, because these people are like they've decided they don't want people to look at them as good people. They don't want people to look at them as good people. So they act as evil as possible so that people don't look at them as good people. That's what they are doing. So I'm going to treat them the way that they want to be treated. Anyways, I don't want to like go off on another like fucking 15-minute fucking soy rant, okay? I've been doing that way too fucking much. Rezi, how are you doing? Hopefully good. Anyways, yeah, so we were watching something. I wasn't in the middle of explaining anything. Listen, I'm 150 milligrams of THC deep, okay? We're just getting started. It's my arc now. Well, I don't know if you saw on Twitter me burn the bridge with Rob Noor, but I essentially just told him, like, I sure hope the diabetes takes you before or I hope the diabetes takes him before his son gets to grow up to see what a spineless, feckless, like amoral piece of shit Rob is turned out to be. No principles, no spine, no balls, no nothing. Just straight sucking the cum out of every fucking conservative that is like in like quasi agreement with the Trump administration. Jesus fucking Christ. It's actually disgusting. But you're hyping me up, you stupid fucking French piece of shit. Don't you hype me up to fucking sit here and soy rant. I want to fucking learn about the news. I want to see what's going on, bitch.
Today, an unbelievable moment unfolded live on Iranian state television. Let me show it to you.
I'm laughing at Geek, not the footage, by the way.
I mean, it's stunning to even watch that. Israel hit the headquarters of Iran's state.
I'm not going to lie. And I posted a here. I'm not going to go through like my entire fucking post and read it word for word, but essentially, I have a, oh shit, you know what? I post a whole bunch. This might be hard to find. It's got to be on this day. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be impossible to find. Maybe I give up. Yeah, I think so. It's gone forever. Listen, suffice to say, if you want to see my full take on the Israel-Palestine, or not Israel-Palestine, that's a whole other thing. The Israel, whatever you call it, Iran situation, war going on right now. Essentially, I feel like Israel has lost so much of the I'm being bullied card. You know, I was a big Israel supporter, but like now I'm just like fucking apathetic to like I for the strategic reasons of the United States, I recognize what Israel is to to the United States, you know. But like, fuck, man, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and be like, oh no, Israel's getting, you know, Iran is bombing Israel when Israel sent the fucking first bombs over at them, you know. I think it's really sad that people are dying in Israel, right? I do think that that's really fucking sad. Who just launched a bomb at Iran? Who just started off this most recent salvo of fucking missiles? It was Israel. They did this. I hope that, listen, if they're going to go through with it and they're going to depose the leader of Iran, that's fine. They want to do regime change. Fuck it. You know, it's not like I don't think that it could get worse over in Iran for the Middle East, right? I don't think that someone who takes over there is going to be worse than what's going on right now, because either they'll like be way more aggressive and burn out faster, or they'll, you know, bend the knee to the West. Like yeah. So the Iranian regime is completely fucked at this point. I have no love for them. I think that they're actually, in terms of evil, they're up there with Nazi Germany. And it's not because of the, you know, they don't have like death camps like Nazi Germany, but they have facilitated so much unbelievable death and destruction across the entire region of the Middle East and beyond. If you take into account all the terror groups that they fund in North and East Africa, you know? Like, so Iran is just a really bad regime. They've just led to the deaths of millions and millions of people. So I don't like Iran. But watching Iran get taken down like this feels like watching, like, it feels like you're gooning, and you're gooning for like 3 fucking hours, right? And you're really fucking into this, like, you know, like 48-part gangbang, and then you like get to the point, oh shit, I'm gonna come, and then right as you start to come, it like switches to like the fat, nasty old bastard diversity hire friend of the fucking producer who got, you know, added in as the 48th fucker at the last second. It switches to him right as you come. That's what this feels like. If Iran was to fall now, that's what it would be. It would be the most ruined orgasm of all fucking time, because they've deserved to get blown up. But like this, it's just kind of like, okay, I guess that's sure, fine. But Lookner's glee at the Trump tweet. Lookner? Who is Lookner? Link it to me. Oh, you're in YouTube chat. Copy and paste their at. Anyways, let's keep watching the video we were watching.
State media. Now, the IDF said that this wasn't a mistake. They said it was a precise strike based on intelligence that the building was being used for military purposes. Now, an Iranian source sent me these letters that Iran sent to the Secretary General of the UN and the UN Security Council earlier today, in which Iran demands immediate action following what it calls Israel's.
Glee at the Trump tweet was disturbing. Oh, is that agenda? Oh, you know what? I barely have an opinion because I don't know much about the Agenda Free TV guy, but like there's something about him that's super weird, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if I just caught him at bad times, but like there's something weird about the guy that I'm not fine with. Hey, Tron, how's it going? Also, it is a slow news week. We only had an assassination, a full escalation between two nations, and worst of all, a shitty-ass military parade. Oh, Bones, you missed it at the beginning. So I was at Warped Tour this weekend, right? And number one, super fucking fun. Number two, there were more people at Warped Tour at one stage than there were at the fucking parade. Full stop. No shot. It's just insane. Don't forget the largest protest in U.S. history. Yeah, there's also the largest protest in U.S. history going on while I'm at fucking Warped Tour. I wanted to go to those protests, but we had bought the tickets for this, well in advance, obviously. So, anyways, the reason I knew like instantly that Trump's parade was a flop was we got on the train. Right? Like the first night, there wasn't anyone that we wanted to watch. So we went home early to recuperate so that we could stay out the entire night, the second night. So we were leaving about the same time that the parade was wrapping up. Bro. Let me see if I can. Can we get like a map of the metro? Anyway, L'Enfant Plaza is like a very big place, right? Oh, this is a tiny ass fucking picture. Metro. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked on something that just like simply does not matter. It's one of the biggest stations in DC, right? For the metro stations. Open image, a new tab. Yeah, L'Enfant Plaza. It's right there. It's big. It's like right in between the Capitol building and the Washington Memorial. There's a million things all the fuck around it. Everybody goes through it. Every fucking line except for the red line goes through it. Everybody goes through L'Enfant Plaza, right? I was up somewhere over here. I don't know exactly. Wait, Stadium Armory. Went from there to there. When I got onto L'Enfant Plaza, brother, let me tell you, going from Stadium Armory, where everyone was getting on, it took us a long time to get on that fucking train, and there were a ton of people that got on the train, and that was before the actual event ended. When we got to L'Enfant Plaza, one family got on. There was no one at that fucking parade, guys. There was fucking no one at that fucking parade. There was one fucking family that got onto our train car. When the event ended at Warped Tour, dude, when all the, thousands of people left there to get onto the train stations, it took us fucking 45 minutes to get onto the train. It was a long time just shuffling onto the trains. That was with less than a quarter of the expected people that showed up to the Trump thing, and even less people showed up for that. And now right-wingers are coping saying Trump isn't a dictator because our military didn't look coordinated. Yeah, I know. It's really fucking stupid. Anyways, let's keep watching. Don't forget what? Trump did a scandal worse than Watergate. Oh, he's done like 50 scandals worse than Watergate by this point. I have high suspicion that the army piece... No. Bones. This is how our army is. When we tell you why they looked like... When we tell you why their marching looked like shit... They have marching down to a T? They don't care? No, it's because no one practices marching after you're out of basic. Nobody does the fucking marching. Nobody marches in formation outside of basic. They don't care about it after you get out of basic. Because we have more important things to fucking practice than marching, like shooting guns or missiles or like learning about the enemy. Like that's what we do with our fucking soldiers. We teach them shit. Other than fucking walking in straight lines. China's military, they do walk in straight lines, and they do march very well. Want me to tell you why? Because China doesn't do war. China's military hasn't ever been tested. The most recent testing of the Chinese military was them being fucking just obliterated by disorganized, like, African mobs in a civil war situation. I don't think you're correct there. I think they march fairly regularly. Everything that I've read, including articles, including from like military people on YouTube, they've all said the exact same thing. We don't fucking practice marching. It's just not something that we do. We're not trying to look fucking pretty. We don't do fucking parades. So we don't practice our fucking marching. We do other things that are more important. That's what every single person I've seen say. Said. Even the conservatives who are like hardcore, military people, they're like, yeah, of course they don't march like that because they're learning how to shoot guns. Because a four-star general was stopping by. Maybe the disconnect in what we're talking about here is the fact that they had to march, and like that is what we expect our soldiers' marches to look like. But when it comes to like the military parade that Trump wanted and that people expected, they were expecting the goose-stepping fucking, weird-ass French soldiers or the Russian parades or the Chinese parades or the North Korean parades. That's what he was expecting, right? Maybe I'm crazy then. I'm just going based on, listen, I've never been in the fucking military. I'm going based off of the, 10 or so people that I trust on this. And 3 of those people are conservatives. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I'm...
Tax on Iran.
Why did that happen? If I'm wrong, then that does mean that the soldiers were just marching shittily. So either A, they're marching shittily on purpose, or B, they're marching shittily because we don't give a fuck about marching. So
demands immediate action following what it calls Israel's, quote, deliberate attacks on Iran's nuclear facilities. And the letter goes on to demand that the UN, quote, hold Israel and its accomplices fully accountable. Now, the accomplices, the use of that word is a very thinly veiled reference to the United States. But while the U.S., of course, backs Israel at this point, clearly the two countries are not entirely on the same page, as sources tell CNN, that President Trump opposed an Israeli plan to assassinate the supreme leader. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu refused to take that option off the table.
Wait, 1 second. Let me... Okay. Let's see. What did this woman just say? Hey, waffles. Come on. Why are you wet? Why are you wet? Can you explain that to me? Nasty ass cat.
This is fully accountable. Now, the accomplices, the use of that word is a very thinly veiled reference to the UN Security Council earlier today, in which Iran demands immediate action following what it calls Israel's, quote, deliberate word is, of course,
Jesus Christ. I'm going back 5 seconds. No more.
Action following what it calls Israel's, quote, deliberate attacks on Iran's nuclear facilities. And the letter goes on to demand that the UN, quote, hold Israel and its accomplices fully accountable. Now, the accomplices, the use of that...
I think that it is so fucking funny that now Iran wants to fucking... Oh, the U.S., Iran is messaging the U.S. and Israel through Arab intermediaries saying, please stop, let's meet at the, why aren't you stopping Israel from doing this to us? It's like, man, Iran, listen, buddy. Honestly, it's really hard to choose a country that is less sympathetic than Iran. Like, even Israel is more sympathetic to Iran than to me. That's saying something, because I don't really see them as having very much sympathy anymore. They've burned through their sympathy with me, and still Iran is just that bad. So boo-hoo. Boo-hoo! Like, what do you want from me? Like, unless they start making Iran look like fucking Palestine, I'm really not going to be that upset about it if they're killing the military people and the leaders. But I'm also just like not going to be like hardcore cheering for it either because Israel's lost a lot of their moral right for a lot of stuff. So
That word is a very thinly veiled reference to the United States. But while the U.S.
is that like in the recording of this?
Is a
1 second.
Very thinly veiled reference to the United States.
What the fuck is the fucking? Ugh, I don't understand what the deal is with CNN and MSNBC and ABC. Like all of the liberal fucking news news organizations, their YouTube videos have some of the worst fucking audio glitches in the fucking world, and it is unfucking real to me. Didn't one of Iran's missiles hit Palestine too? I have not looked into any of the damage. Like literally, what I know is this: Israel started bombing Iran. Iran took a long time to respond to Israel, but eventually bombed Israel. That's literally all I know. I don't know much about like anything. There was no service at Warped Tour. I could not look at anything.
States. But while the U.S., of course, backs Israel at this point, clearly the two countries are not entirely on the same page, as sources tell CNN, that President Trump opposed an Israeli plan to assassinate the supreme leader. But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu refused to take that option off the table today.
It's not going to escalate the conflict. It's going to end the conflict.
Lauren Lieberman is out front in Tel Aviv to begin our coverage. And Oren, what is the latest that you're learning? As we understand, Iran is saying that missiles will be coming to where you are from now all the way till dawn.
Well, we at least got some sense of that. Just a short while ago, we had to run to the bomb shelter downstairs in the hotel about 1 hour ago, where we spent 20 minutes there because of warnings of more incoming, including here to Tel Aviv in the heart of Israel. At least according to Israel's emergency responders so far, like Magen David Adom, there were no impacts, so either those missiles were intercepted or weren't able to strike the targets and hit in either military or residential areas. That being said, it's 2 in the morning here, so there are at least 4 or 5 hours until dawn, and we saw missiles incoming at about 4 in the morning last night, so there's very much the potential for more ballistic missiles and more drones as the night goes on here. Meanwhile, as you pointed out, Israel has continued its strikes in Iran and in Tehran. In addition to hitting Iran's state broadcaster, they took out 2 aircraft on the ground and have continued to go after other targets as well. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said so far Israel's strikes against Iran's nuclear facilities have set the nuclear program back many, many years. He wouldn't give a specific number on anything like that, how much they really have damaged the nuclear program. But Israel's former defense minister told CNN earlier today that it was some years that they had set the program back. Meanwhile, there are rising casualties on both sides, 24 killed so far in Israel. Meanwhile, a much higher death toll in Iran, 224 killed there. And it doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Iran has vowed it will not negotiate under attack. Meanwhile, Netanyahu spoke of what he called, quote, complete victory. That is a phrase we've heard in the war in Gaza, which is past 600 days now. And this fight, although it's incredibly early here, shows no sign of an off-ramp right now, no matter what President Donald Trump promises about perhaps finding a way to end this conflict, quote, soon.
All right. Oren, thank you very much. Live in Tel Aviv. We'll be checking back in with you this hour. Out front now, Ophir Akunis, the Consul General of Israel in New York. And Consul, I really appreciate your time. So,
thank you so
just start with President Trump.
What was that? The fucking
Consul, I really appreciate your time. So,
thank you so
just start with President Trump had said, okay, he's going to come back from the G7 and he's going to get this over with. But then he also said Tehran should be evacuated right now.
By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, like the stream. If you like the stream, it helps bring more people in. Also, YouTube chat, how are we doing? You guys are not saying fucking anything.
Just to take that statement, that one statement, Tehran should be evacuated
I did like
now.
it, thank
Is
you.
he right?
I will tell you, 1 hour ago, they fired 10 ballistic missiles toward our civilians. Now they want a ceasefire.
Hold on, I have to send a very angry text to someone for being a pretentious bitch. Assuming they're watching right now, you stupid slut. How's it going, Parallax? Why you bully me on text like this? No, I have a friend, or if you've watched for a long time, people who've watched for a long time know Tiger. She is a great guitarist, taught me how to play guitar, taught me to love metal music. I love metal music. Motherfucker, she is a pretentious little bitch when it comes to literally any kind of punk music or any kind of emo music. I just went to Warped Tour, fucking loved the experience. Just very fun. First festival experience, or music festival experience. So I was like, listen, it's time for you to stop being a pretentious little bitch and recognize that some of the emo music has some merit. And that's it.
After almost 50 years of saying that they want to destroy us, now we, for your question, we will accomplish our two goals: destroy their ballistic missiles and nuclear capability.
Oh, what was the first one?
Our two goals: destroy their ballistic
Missiles and so what did hitting their news organization do for that? I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, again, I'm technically more on the side of Israel on this one than I am on Iran. Like, but I'm tired of like the bullshit excuses that Israel gives. Like, oh, well, we're just targeting this, and then like you look at the pictures and it's the entire fucking thing, right? Like at the beginning of the war, there were a lot more like, oh, they're bombing the whole thing, and then you see like, cut to a bunch of perfectly intact buildings. Nah, it's not like that anymore. It ain't like that anymore. I think they lost a lot of their moral right, and I'm not afraid to fucking say it anymore. It was a little bit spooky because of all the anti-Semite talk before, but like, holy shit! At a certain point, now you got to say, hey guys, you guys are hurting yourselves more than you are, helping. Whatever. Anyways. They've been using Iran is 1 to 2 years away from nukes argument for 30 plus years. Well, my understanding is they're like, there is more merit to that now than there was in the past. But like, also, like you can't, I don't like the way that they went about doing things. I don't like the way that they, like the United States said, oh, well, we're negotiating. And then like, basically stringing these guys along, and the Iranians to, in our defense, the Iranians have strung us along for a long time, but like, you know what? Iran is a weaker country than us. We don't have to string people along, If someone's going to string us along, then we just don't deal with them, right? That's something that we can just do. We can just not deal with someone, or we can, use deals as a means by which to impose our will, right? Without having to drop literal bombs. But I guess we're bombing them now, so.
Missiles and nuclear capability, and that's what we are going to do. Even if it will take weeks.
Even if it will take weeks. Okay, so I just want to understand, as everyone wants to understand more on what this means. So, ballistic missiles, nuclear program. Let's talk about the nuclear program.
Exactly.
We've got the latest satellite images of Fordow, which of course is one of the main nuclear sites, and the one that is at least known to have substantial assets deep underground, which was done in order to prevent Israel from bombing it. It's buried deep in the mountains, 300.
U.S. is not bombing anyone. I believe that actually, as of about 30 minutes ago, we are bombing Iran. I'm not 1,000% sure on that. That's why I'm like I'm going through the news as it comes.
Feet or more underground, as we understand it. Okay, we understand, analysts keep telling us, it is the U.S. that has the so-called bunker buster bombs that have the ability to destroy an asset of that sort, and only the U.S. But I ask you, can Israel destroy the Fordow site and that deep nuclear capability without U.S. help?
Yeah, first of all, we will not take decisions for the American administration. We will do whatever we can, and we are doing it to prevent the Ayatollahs to hold a nuclear weapon. This is the most dangerous thing to the Western civilization, and I'm talking about.
I don't care what this guy has to say. I don't care what this. I don't care what this guy has to say. Honestly, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, like, I don't care what the like justifications are. Like, tell us what your fucking goals are. Okay, you want to destroy their nuclear capabilities. You want to fucking blow up all their ballistic missiles. You don't like. You're gonna go through all this, and you're still not gonna change the regime. Like, you think that that's like, or I guess like Trump was the one that pulled the plug on that one. But like, why are we pulling the plug on that one? Like, we've already basically destroyed their ability to do shit. They don't have Syria as an ally anymore. They don't have Hezbollah anymore. They don't have Hamas anymore. All of their fucking proxies are essentially nowhere to be found. I mean, like, I think it's because of all of those things. That it's a lot harder to take all of this bluster from, hold the fuck up, are always looking at self and a little bits. Are you two people? Are you two different people? Are those two different people, actually? Because literally, I've always assumed that that was the same person. But now you guys are typing at the same time. You guys have never been in chat at the same time. Okay. Anyways, what was I fucking talking about? Oh yeah, Iran. Anyways, yeah, Iran's weakened from a padded cell. Yeah. Yeah, it's really fucking weird. Like, literally for years, for literal years, I have thought that those were the same person, because little bits would stop typing, and then the always looking at self person would start typing on YouTube chat. So I just thought it was the YouTube account and the Twitch account. Why would it be the same person? Because, like, literally, you guys would, like, say, you two are, like, mind meld. You guys would, like, go from, like, little bits would say something on Twitch, and then, like, it feels like the conversation would pick right back up with always looking at self. Like, this is something that I've, like, had in my brain. This isn't me just being high. Like, this is something that's really fucking me up right now. Because, like, for literal years, I've thought that you guys were the same person. Or at least for however long you guys have been in the chat at the same time. That's weird. Okay. You were really high? Maybe I'm more high than I think I am. One second. I'm sorry. I'm too high to fucking try to decipher the pretentious nature of hating popular punk music. All right. In reality, actually both my alt accounts, I fucking hate you, Bones.
This studio, this place, this city as well. So we are trying to do it. We are doing very well until now. We want, first of all, to defend our people from their missiles and from the nuke.
Yo, I got a motherfucking crunch wrap in the fucking fridge, dude. No, later.
Nuclear weapon plan. This is very dangerous to the world and to Israel as well, and we are doing whatever we can to prevent it.
All right. So I am just curious, though, when your prime minister says that the strike so far.
When are we going to hear the end of it? Hey, we've been asking Mr. Bibi Netanyahu for a long time. When are we going to see the end of it? And we haven't gotten an answer to when we're going to see the end of it. In fact, it feels like we keep on getting more increasingly vague answers to when will we see the end of it. So, Mr. Ambassador, when will we see the end of it? Are we going to see either A, a vague answer, B, dodging the question, or C, a thoughtful and with, specific boundaries as to what their goals are, lay out what the plan is. Let's see.
Or have set back Iran's nuclear program a very, very long time, many, many years.
Exactly. Quote.
Why is that not enough?
It's not enough because we suppose that they are trying to progress their plan, even though it's almost a week that we are there during this operation. We are not counting on them. We must be sure that we'll.
Wait, what? I know English is a second language, so like I give grace for that. But like, what the fuck is he saying?
I'm just curious, though, when your prime minister says that the strikes so far have set back Iran's nuclear program a very, very long time, many, many years.
Exactly. Quote.
Why is that not enough?
It's not enough because we suppose that they are trying to progress their plan, even though it's almost a week that we are there during this operation. We are not counting on them. We must be sure that we'll accomplish our two goals, and we are not sure yet about the nuclear sites. We want to be sure about. I suppose that there's more than two, but you mentioned the two of them, and we want to be sure that we'll.
I can't tell if it's a function of English as his second language, or if he's dodging the question. I genuinely can't tell. Or if it's a combination of both and he's really bad at dodging the question because he can't think of the correct words in English. We're not really getting an answer, are we?
We'll accomplish our goals, and then we can say, what we can do with the Ayatollahs. We're not talking about the Iranians, Erin. We're talking about the Ayatollahs. That's right. Exactly.
Consul, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, and I want.
Okay, let's see if there's any more like updated news. Refresh. Oh. News. Oh no, Trump leaving the G7 or oh shit. Is Trump Wait.
While President Trump posting to social media just moments ago, calling for the immediate evacuation of Iran's capital while the country trades airstrikes with Israel. The post said, quote, Iran should have signed the deal. I told them to sign. What a shame and waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. I said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran. Let's bring in CBS News congressional reporter Torian Small. Torian, that somewhat foreboding message from the president, and you have some news about a change in travel plans for President Trump as well.
Yeah, Liz, so this appears to be a shifting in tone from President Trump from earlier today. He emanated optimism.
A shift in tone from earlier today? What the fuck? Bro, this shit's so fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I just, oh, well, our president felt one way this morning, but he's decided to completely change course as of about 3 o'clock. Like, what world are we living in, dude? What third world fucking country do we live in? Where, literally, we're in a fucking third world fucking country. The fucking policies and the stances and the views of the country change literally with the fucking change in direction of the wind. Who knows what Donald Trump is going to think in... some people would say, I don't know what Donald Trump is going to think in, 3 days, right? No, we don't know what he's going to think in the next 30 fucking minutes. Who is going to whisper in his ear, and who is he going to fucking just in one ear and out the fucking mouth? Literally every single fucking one of his advisors. Hey, Trump, did you know if you put tariffs on fucking Vietnam that all the fucking ladyboys there will come over and suck your cock? Yeah, I didn't know that one. I don't know why that was Trump. I don't know why that. It's like if Trump was Lindsey Graham and SpongeBob mixed together. Anyways, sorry. I was closer to Bush. Listen, I don't need to make any excuses for you, all right? Or I don't need to make any excuses for my bad impressions, okay? Fuck you.
Yeah, Liz, so this appears to be a shifting in tone from President Trump from earlier today. He emanated optimism that the United States could work out a deal with Iran on ending its nuclear program. Later in the day, as we see from this Truth Social post, he's growing a bit frustrated at the fact that this also comes on the heels of those airstrikes that we saw between the two countries in Israel and Iran. When asked about this earlier today, this is what he had to say about the fate of a nuclear program deal between the two countries.
I think Iran basically is at the negotiating table. They want to make a deal. And as soon as I leave here, we're going to be doing something. But I have to leave here. I have, this commitment. I have a lot of commitments. I have a commitment to a lot of countries, including the UK, where we just signed our deal.
Now, a White House official confirmed.
Okay, I thought because there were things that people were talking about with the G7 and what the different nations were going to, are they going to stand up to Trump and blah, blah, blah. I thought that maybe they had been like, hey, Trump, listen, the shit that's going on right now, we can't fucking do this. We're supposed to be allies. And then he left early. That's what I thought happened. But I guess he's just going because of another stupid fucking reason, because I guess we decided to start bombing Iran. I guess that's just where we're at now. Oh, we can't talk about our economic fucking holocaust that we're inflicting upon ourselves because we're deciding to inflict a, explosive holocaust over Tehran because Israel decided to attack them. That's what we're doing now.
To CBS News that President Donald Trump is refusing to sign a resolution at the G7 summit from world leaders that would essentially call for de-escalation between Israel and Iran. That official saying that Donald Trump would prefer to work unilaterally as he comes to these negotiations. But that update that you hinted at, Liz, was President Donald Trump is already on his way back to the United States. No mention on why exactly, outside of the fact, and this is according to Caroline Leavitt, White House press secretary, he's attending to important matters here in the States.
But it sounds like in that soundbite, though, Torian, he alluded to another deal that was made. The president, UK Prime Minister Starmer, sealing a trade deal at the G7 summit. Tell us what we know about that agreement.
Yeah, pretty big deal that he touted during the summit. He came out with the prime minister holding and at one point dropping the signed deal from his hands. But in that, though, this has
No.
Pull camera. Pull camera.
Thank you very much. We all know the great Prime Minister of the UK, and we just signed a document. This is, sorry about that. A document. This is, sorry about that. A very important document. A little windy out here. Give me that.
Windy! The Trump can't hold a glass of water and resistance neocons might have had a point. Listen, dude, listen. The resistance libs, they are undefeated. Undefeated. on their talking points, okay? Unfucking defeated. It is unreal how many times the resistance libs have been right. Why are they so vindicated? Make it stop.
Decided, and it's done. And so we have our trade agreement with the European Union, and it's a fair deal.
Wait, hold on. Did you say a trade agreement with the European Union or with the UK? Because this is Keir Starmer.
A document. This is. Sorry about that. A very important document. A little windy out here. Give me that. We just signed it, and it's done. And so we have our trade agreement with the European Union, and it's a fair deal for both. And it produces.
Oh. Trump drops UK trade agreement, then calls it an agreement with the European Union. It's just so fucking stupid, man. I don't know what to fucking do. There's just nothing you can fucking say about it. At a certain point, you just gotta say, like, the man's fucking old. He's fucking stupid. He's not very intelligent. He's not doing good things. He's fucking everything up. You just gotta fucking call a spade a spade. The guy's an orange fucking retard, and we need to fucking invoke the 25th. What is going on? Holy shit. I'm eating the other half of my fucking edible. Fuck this shit, dude. Hold on. Where's my fucking... Do I not have a fucking playlist of fucking just fuck? More sounds at the department store. Sure. Fuck it. Where's my fucking edibles? Don't you dare stop that shit right as I was getting ready for it. This shit's like hella. It's not even like. Oh, okay, got you. Never mind. I just like the little. Where's the pick? You want me to watch the talk with the immigration lawyer? Do you want me to watch it while under the influence of 200 milligrams of THC? Because that's the option right now. We're vibing for a moment until I decide that I just do not. I can't. I need a second away from this. Okay, this right here. This like total fucking disaster of a fucking world that we live in. Let me listen to my stupid little plinky ass fucking Muzak for like 2 seconds. Tron. I think that chill 40 min mark after vibes. Wait, 40-minute mark. Have we been vibing for too long? Is that what you're saying? This is the shit that I've been playing. The 1 second. What is that? What did I just open? That's not good. Yep, that just froze my camera. Cool. Well. Sources. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. It's chill. I think I downloaded that. Damn. Okay, I think I got it. Sick licks? This isn't even a lick. That's just the fucking rhythm. Happening right now. Is there anyone else streaming that we can have a conversation with? Or are we just fucking full on vibing for the rest of the night? Because I did learn a fucking... I've been trying to learn more like rhythm parts because I've spent too much time trying to learn unsuccessfully and in a very shitty way lead guitar. And I don't want to learn just lead guitar. I want to learn rhythm. So... And I also don't know like barely any of the fucking pop punk songs that we went to see. So I learned the fucking Ocean Avenue song. Because it's been fucking stuck in my head all goddamn day. Where is that? After this, and maybe then, I'll be ready to fucking move on from something. I'm just having fun now. All right, what else are we doing? Who's streaming on Twitch right now? Resi is streaming.
Reported from the latest Iran missile attack. Iran, like I just look at the headlines. Iran military vows attacks on Israel tonight until dawn. Yeah, but they sent 2 missiles. You know?
JF, Missy, Justin Kiefer, Shannon O'Leary.
It's actually crazy that they're just like, yeah, we're just gonna strike at night. Everybody just like agreed. Like when people normally would be sleeping, you know, you attack. Okay. Meanwhile, Stu's getting fucking divorced, man. And I haven't had any time to look any of this shit up about Stu and his possible puppy kink, which I have read about, but I cannot verify. All right. Okay. Stu? Yeah, Stu, the greatest. This is like the greatest YouTube video I've made in a while. Okay, this is unique. I'm working on shit with it. There will be a follow-up. I assure you, there will be a follow-up.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care about my. I am married. I am legally married.
Bro, he's doing the news and live streaming to YouTube, and he's responding to chat about his divorce. What is happening?
No fucking way.
No! Stu, what are you doing, man? Stu, you're in a helicopter reporting on the story of the year, Stu. What's going on, man?
You know, do I get lonely? Of course. But I got cats.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's Stu. So, yeah, we are going to do more on that, but there is a video on the YouTube.
How do I knock on Resi's?
It's like, what am I going to tell you?
Knock to knock.
It's like, we can check this out.
No.
I don't know for a.
All right, I don't know for a fact means I'm not going to listen to what you have to say.
Oh, fucking.
So go to like CNN, see what the Clintons have to say about it. You know what I mean?
Well, if he wants a liberal's take.
Early, Iran's Mossad paranoia grows and fears of Israeli spies wearing masks, hats, and sunglasses. Like the world has forgotten us. Gazans fear their suffering will become invisible. The situation is far from funny, but you have to keep your sanity. What? Israel strikes zero on Iran's nuclear program. How much damage is done? Netanyahu says Israel's operation could lead to regime.
Hey, I'm live, really, just so you know.
Yeah, no problem.
All
Almost
right.
content creator, so to speak. What's going on?
Well, I'm just high on 200 milligrams of THC, and I thought that I'd stop by my friend Rezi's Discord call just to see what's popping.
Yeah. Cool. Let me talk to him real quick.
Uh-oh, something happening?
For de-escalation between Israel and Iran, according to a person familiar with the matter. Though officials preparing the document held out hope that he could eventually be convinced to add his name. Issued an anonymous warning telling Iranians to immediately evacuate their capital city in a social media post. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran, the president wrote on Truth Social.
Yeah, do you know who I am?
Ryan?
This is the thing, though.
Ryle.
What if he just got word?
Ryle Kittenhouse?
You are high.
I'm aware of your existence. I didn't know that you were a streamer or content creator, like, actually, though.
I got a channel.
Yeah, I thought you were just like Sorry, I'm high. I just want to make sure this conversation's fine to have on stream, right?
Okay. That is legitimately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I just thought you re-uploaded for JStalk because you got banned from YouTube. I didn't know that you like did anything separate from that. Oh, fine.
On my man's. What's up?
How's it going?
Not bad. Hey, I think that Sondsol, I'm starting with you, okay? Because I started yelling at you on Twitter, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to jump in before I did my initial monologue and shit. But I think that you can kind of like look at the secondary reporting from
Resi,
slightly less
chill,
people.
chill,
I don't give
Resi,
a shit, Ryle.
chill,
I'm
Resi.
talking. It's my stream, bitch. You're in my server. I'm talking, and I'm getting my shit out of the way first.
You should probably know the fucking contents, F slur.
I don't
Sondsol,
care
tell us
because
what
I
you've
know
been
what
doing the
my
last half
contents
hour.
are because I was meaning to call Sondsol
Sondsol.
about this today. So honestly,
Sondsol, tell
is
Resi.
brain linking with me because I got my
Sondsol.
fucking worms in his head. What's up?
Sondsol, tell Resi what you've been doing the last half hour.
I'm not gonna lie, that was I'm overstimulated now. You guys have been very ableist the past 45 seconds.
How many milligrams are you on? Just
Literally
get to the point.
200 milligrams.
Okay, thank you. So
Okay,
Resi,
what
now
have you found
continue.
out about?
Rezi, why are you so fucking quiet? I've had 150%.
Oh, because like I have like, oh my god, I have a thing turned down on my end.
Do you want me to turn
on like my stream because it like fucks
okay.
with the way that I record audio, and I have to be like completely still when I'm like talking to people, but that's when I move the most.
Oh, well, I can crank you up another 50%. That's fine.
Well, I mean, is this fine? I cranked it up probably about like 20 decibels there.
Yeah, you're great.
I'm good now? Cool.
Yeah.
All right, we're fine. Yeah, what have you found? What did you look for?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
What?
Awkward.
I never claimed to find anything.
Well, Ryle just said you found something in the last 30 minutes.
I did not. I said he was high as fucking mine. And I kind of wanted to, I just hopped in to press him in the joint waiting room. And Rezi wanted to go before he knew he was on 200 milligrams of edibles. And so I figured you should probably know that before you phrase your question, so you don't like panic this guy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're
fine.
you're about to send me into a fucking like total spaz,
so,
fucking
yeah, you're
lose my
fine.
mind.
Yeah, I got you. So, all right, you're complaining about knowing how many people are Trump's parade, right?
I just thought that shit was really fucking weird. This is my assumption based off of everything that's been going on. I think that they're scared to like piss Trump off and lose access. Like, I think that that's basically it.
Okay,
yeah.
So I think it works in a different way, right? You're gonna have people that do approximate head counts. Direct and exact numbers would be beholden to the Trump administration. As far as it's shown, there has not been a statement about that because they've been talking about Iran more. And
because
that's why
it's
we don't
embarrassing.
have. Well, yeah, exactly. And because they can just completely ignore it, because assume, let's say, for instance, you had around 10,000 people, I think is like, that would be the high end of like independent reporting, right? For this thing. You had 5 million show out for the no king shit. There is like a degree of difference that is utterly absurd. When there were cities that had higher turnouts individually in several cities across the nation with higher turnouts overall for those demonstrations for a longer period of time, despite the same similar weather conditions as the East Coast has been suffering.
Do you want to hear my incredibly funny anecdote about the parade here in
We'll
DC?
be the judge of that, Sondsol.
I
think it's funny.
I do.
So I was at Warped Tour, and we left early the first night because there wasn't anyone playing the later half of the day, right? So we left around the same time that the parade was getting out. And it's
gonna be a long story.
No, we're almost over. If you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Ryle.
Basically,
you're acroyling right now. You're rapturing, Ryle. Chill.
Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry, Sondsol. You go ahead.
You're all right.
It took us a long time to get onto the train. Halfway through the festival, not everybody was leaving the fucking Warped Tour, right? Mm-hmm. We're at the most busy platform in DC. Right as the parade is getting out, one fucking family got onto our train, okay? There were more people at one stage at Warped Tour than there was at the entirety of that fucking parade, dude. It's actually fucking ridiculous. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, it's I mean, the arguments against that are weather conditions in DC and the fact that DC is generally left liberal compared to a lot of the rest of the country, which is conservative. So people from like Pennsylvania, Virginia, etc., probably aren't going to want to drive in the rain even. Like, so you're not going to have the numbers show up because of a lower localized volume of people who would go ahead and attend something like that due to the politicization of the military, which we saw a veteran get arrested for when they did a stand-in about that on Friday.
Oh, I hadn't heard about that. Yeah,
Yeah, I got it in my reporting.
and you
for that.
can see like people like talking about it. Like you hear people talk about the stupid fucking parade like at the metro, and you hear people talking like I think that there is a great amount of social pressure inside of DC. Like they don't want to be seen around the fucking parade, even if they were interested, because it was just like it was that poisoned.
Yeah, I think that's like pretty. It's they're Democrats largely. So it's like it kind of makes sense. Democrats kind of hate this guy, and that's
and he made it all about himself.
Populist.
Yeah,
and it's like and again, like that's it. It's just like you're not going to want to tend to politicize thing.
Can I ask you a question, Sondsol?
Which one?
Well, just one. So I've watched, I would say, a couple of your videos on the Destiny allegations. I feel like I'm inside of your mind. I feel like I have a good grasp of some of your thoughts and feelings from the inside. Do you condemn Destiny for what he's done to all of the women in the orbit?
I don't know if he's done to all the women in the orbit, but for the ones that he has done to, yeah, absolutely. And I think I've said that as much, right?
Yeah, you're like very clear about that. Yeah. What?
Gotcha. Would you consider yourself an orbiter still?
I haven't considered myself an orbiter since like 2022.
Weren't you at one of the canvassings?
Yeah, back in 2022.
Yeah, in like 2022.
Okay,
and also, I would go to.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were in the belly of the beast, motherfucker. Okay.
Well, I also probably
no, Ryle.
It's like
Ryle,
AIDS.
Sondsol,
Well, hold on, I can defend myself.
Hold on, I can defend myself. Resi, I don't want your caveat. I'm talking to him. Do you mind?
I want to be a historian.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We can learn about the facts later. Okay, that's not what we're here for.
Go ahead.
What am I answering? I forgot. I had to take off my headphones because you were both.
Well, it's like AIDS, right? Once you're in the orbit, it's like AIDS. You know, when you leave, you still got it. It's not really.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm like sitting here and I'm thinking about how much AIDS I have, how much DGG AIDS I have every single day. I can't just wipe it off. I take the meds, the retrovirals. They're doing as good as they can, but they just haven't really. They really haven't taken the edge off of it,
So they haven't got you to undetectable yet, is what you're trying to say.
Right.
I always felt like you were someone who's well spoken. Why do you feel you never broke like 100 concurrent?
I did break 100 concurrent a while ago. Like
this isn't
pretty early on.
But like I felt like you were.
No, he did.
His thing was 100 concurrent.
I like for like a good 6 months, I was like 150 to 200. For a while, I was 75 to 150, and then after my third banning, it just all went downhill from there.
Yeah, like I was like streaming, but I also like modded for
Resi. You're such a buzzkill right now. Do you understand?
Well, yeah, I'm a buzzkill because you're saying, "Oh, don't go hard on the fucking stoned like water brain boy," and then they're like, "I'm gonna go now autistically hard on the stoned water brain boy."
Who said don't go hard on the water brain guy?
Sondsol is
the whole point I came in here was to fucking like have an interesting conversation. You're like, actually, let me give you the facts of the matter because you're actually saying something that's actually kind of
really
off
quick.
The
Just
like that's the whole point is to say something a little bit off the fucking track
literally
to give
right
his
here.
fucking interesting response. Yes,
okay,
I would love Sondsol's response.
Really quick, can I open my kimono here for a second? Can I open the kimono here for a second?
Right over my face.
All right, I'm opening your kimono from my perspective, okay? So, like, when I peek under your kimono, what I'm seeing is someone who's, like, coming in here to try to press me on positions on Destiny that I don't care that too terribly much about. So, like...
Well, the women care.
Well, I'm sure they do care because it more directly involves them. But I have my own fucking life going on over here and very directly am, like a lot of implications happening with all of the legislation going on are directly impacting my family and friends. So like the Destiny drama shit is a little far from my mind. I don't care if
that's convenient.
It's actually super not, my guy. Like people's lives around me are like literally getting ruined and has left me in a extreme bout of depression. But
and I'm here to speak up for them, and you're seemingly wanting to avoid that topic.
You speak up for my family?
No, for the women who have been damaged and hurt from the machine that you took part in.
Okay, bro.
I do think it's funny.
Yes, I think this is very funny. The fucking like ask me what you want to ask me.
So, do you feel that you had any part in furthering the machine of Destiny's abuse?
No.
You had no part in that, despite going to the canvassing events where women were obviously.
Do you know which canvassing event I went to?
Probably Bosch's, because you're a perv.
Well, I don't think it was Vosh's or Destiny's. I think that it was Maya's, but they were being funded. I don't remember what their @ is on Twitter. They run.
Right.
I don't fucking remember any of these fucking organizations. Okay, she's a fucking person that does politics, whatever the fuck. Okay, I went to her thing. I didn't go to the Destiny thing. I've been to Destiny events in the past. I agreed with his politics. I agree probably with a lot of his politics now. I don't think that what he did to the women was very nice. In fact, I've said that anyone who goes to him for any kind of relationship advice or expects
the genocide in Gaza is justified?
I think that it was justified 6 months ago, but now that Trump's in office, I think that it's now really, really bad. It's something that we should pay attention to.
That's a joke. You're trolling me, right?
Are you trolling me? I'm telling you my actual opinion. As soon as Trump took office,
group of people, I don't care.
It wasn't a genocide before Trump took office, and now it's a genocide now that Trump has taken office. It's very, very, very simple.
The 20 to 30,000.
The economy was very good. The economy was very good until January 20th at 12 p.m., and then it was very bad for me.
Self-centered all over again. That's all I hear from you, Sondsol, is what about me? And I'm trying to talk about the children and the women that you've hurt. That's all I got. I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Here's all this breath.
Okay, cool, great.
All right, you guys take it easy.
I will take it.
All right, later.
Bye. No, I wanted to talk to you anyways about like the way that you were looking at the reporting on that. Just because I think you can make a rough
take 2 seconds
approximation.
just to get a Coke Zero.
Yeah, by all means, go ahead.
Sick.
Cool. Everybody, that was Sondsol and Ryle. You can find them on YouTube. Both of them. That's a thing you can do. Sondsol also streams on Twitch, I believe. I'm not certain. Yeah, it's just like one of those, like, I don't think Sondsol does pro Destiny content in any meaningful way. Sonsol's been like part-time for the better part of like 3 years. The canvassing was the Georgia canvassing where they were doing direct action to like door knock that weekend or during voting and shit. Yeah, that's it.
All right. I have my Coke Zero.
Maybe. Thank you for the 390. Thank you. Sorry, I was telling them about, like you've been out of orbit for like 3 years, but I was just gonna say I don't know why you're like really needing to guess the difference in size here.
Oh, the actual number doesn't matter. It's the simple fact that like there's been so many little weird things with news organizations like bending the knee in one way or another in really stupid gay like pussy little ways that really irritate the fuck out of me.
Yeah, like you've looked at the Terry Moran stuff, I'm assuming.
I explain to me what happened. I don't know if by name.
Terry Moran posted on Twitter. Oh, give me a sec here. You got the here? I mean, I got the screen share up. Okay.
Oh shit.
So I have that up. Let me go into my notes real quick. Find what I'm looking for. Okay. Terry Moran. Fuck me. Where the fuck would that be? That would have been under.
I gotta say, I was having fun for a hot second there with Ryle, and then like the fucking edibles like really made me second guess. I was like, wait, am I actually in a fight for my life here for like 30 seconds until that last question, and then I was like, okay, we're cool. that very last, like, there was like a 10-second period between my joke and then the last question. I was like, oh shit, I'm actually in a fight for my fucking life here.
One sec, I've had an alert playing the entire time you went off on that. It's really fucking funny, bro. Those of you who voted for President Trump, there's no way out. There we go. Thank you for the 27, maybe. Thank you. And Leonard, thank you for the rate of 15. Sorry. So yeah, you were just yelling like, yeah, it's just, yeah, he just kind of dips off and whatever. But no, this is fine. I open with politics usually, so this is totally fine.
The post criticizing Trump administration.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I see it.
Like CNN has reporting today.
Bro.
Teddy Moran defends fair and accurate posts about Trump that got him dropped out by ABC News.
I will never consume ABC News or any affiliate fucking news ever fucking again. What the fuck kind of pussy shit is this? Did he even say a fucking curse word?
No, he didn't. But the thing is,
it wasn't vile. It wasn't vulgar.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but when it comes to news, like the actual accuracy and like as like a specific quality of what the news is something that we must consider at all points in time, right?
The quality of the news is something that we must consider at all points in time.
Yeah, so like let's say ABC gets a unique story that is like the one kill shot that actually just kills Trump, right? And they're just like waiting for that moment. We still have to evaluate what they say regardless of this action that they take, right?
Sure.
And generally, you would say that their reporting is not probably like a gold standard by any means, but it's not like at the very bottom.
It's extremely high. It's highly accurate, factual. Like generally speaking, It's not like highly opinionated. Generally speaking, the problem that I have is I don't want to give them my fucking ad revenue from clicking on their websites. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like they're not to be fucking trusted.
So the thing is, though, is that information in and of itself is something that has to be like distinguished apart from where the source comes from. When you use the source, you should do everything you can to like, remind them over and over again what they've done. Remind your viewers of that, so that's something that they never forgive themselves for until they reinstate Teddy Moran to begin with. That would be, I think, a fair call to action to go with that. And I think that's probably better than just saying, I'm not going to read this again. That every single time you will not forget this sin, and then you have to proceduralize about it every time it happens.
Oh, I mean, like, if sure.
You think that's reasonable? I think that's a much more reasonable thing than to say reading them,
Let me just see if I understand you.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that continue to read them, but every single time I mention their name, bring up the fact that they're pussy little fucking noodle-backed bitches that have no fucking business fucking telling us the news, except for the fact that they're accurate with it. But they're too much of a fucking pussy to deserve our money. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sure, that's my actual feelings. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm
so
just
then,
mad.
like, when it comes to Destiny, you would always go ahead and mention, he's a bit of a sex pest and he violates his friend's trust in a way that is, probably morally condemnable, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's probably a much better way of saying what I've been trying to say for the past couple of months. Like, the dude, like, I agree with his politics, right? Like, he accurately calls out
fucking Hillary, man. David Duke voted for Hillary, right? Like, I mean, that's just the thing. Like, people can pretend themselves to have an opinion of a certain type that you could then agree with, but that's not you're agreeing with his politics. You agree with the idea. Like, there's some like unifying solitary that you're destroying within yourself. You're de-identificationing yourself into an identification into group thought and group think.
Whoa. You are giving me $10 words, and I have 15 cents in my pocket, motherfucker.
That's fine.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I am like psyoping the shit out of you.
You really are. I'm sitting here like my eye is twitching. I can feel my blood pressure raising in real time. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's like the thing. It's like I just I got into an argument for an hour today with somebody over Destiny off stream, and it went it went better than expected. They still like don't really understand like the continued reminder of like the things that he does, and it's like, well, because they're in violation of the specific politic that theory that he ascribes to, regardless.
Yeah, like I just don't want to like. There's some topics that just like my opinion on them at this point are I'm trying to decide whether it's like I'm nuanced. It's like I have a complex like idea of
Just stand 10
like
toes
Israel
down
or like Israel and Destiny are two topics that it's like I have very strong opinions on these things, right? And my opinion will make every single fucking person mad, and I don't want to fight about it because like
that's fine.
everyone has strong points. Y'all got
but
strong
here's
points.
the thing.
Yeah.
You can just fight with people and move on. Like, all right, one thing, did you watch any of like the iDubbbz drama that expanded?
I don't know. What do you mean by
like,
expanded?
Like when iDubbbz started talking to the lefties, and he certainly was a little bit out of place with some of the arguments that were being made and shit, but he still goes ahead and maintains comfortable relations with them, right?
Sure.
Okay. And like how the idea is that we argue like hell, and then we just get back the next day and we just do it again, and that is just a fundamental mental nature of like how we probably should interact as human beings, is to bristle rather than to just become like the rolling waves.
I've wrestled with this entire year. Because I used to be the kind of person that could argue with someone and then bristle and then come back and like have fun with it. But there's like, I think I can do that with like actual real people, right? But
yeah,
the conservatives right now, it's the combination of
you just don't talk to conservatives. They're fucking retarded.
Oh, I can talk. Oh,
no.
If you have an idea,
no,
sure.
Stop. Why do you want to talk to conservatives?
I don't.
Okay, well then just don't.
Yeah. I thought you were trying to. I thought this entire thing was you trying to get me. Let me tell you, this is where I'm at. Fuck conservatives. They like to a man.
They're just annoying.
Every single one of them has gaslit me like a motherfucker and played on my empathy to try to. I'm actually so fucking irritated with that motherfucker because right after I fully completely said, I fucking hate all conservatives. They're all demons. They all subhuman. They all want to rape babies. They're all fucking evil people. I had finally gotten to that point. You guys had fucking breaking me down. I had seen the fucking light. Then Gibbs comes into my VC and talks to me for like 45 minutes telling me about like, oh, well, there's this thing that I think is like crazy and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not like, we're not all like totally fucking insane, blah, 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 blah. And then I go and see him on Wick's panel, like, a week later saying like, yeah, I would rather them burn down my entire ranch than spray paint ACAB because, the principle of it. And everyone's trying to give him an out. You don't have to make this argument. You don't believe this.
Yeah, but
it's fine.
The thing. If he
and he's just doubled and tripled down.
Sondsol,
they don't believe in anything. They just hate fucking Mexicans. They just hate fucking trans people. They hate black people.
Sondsol.
I hate them.
Sondsol. That's just Gibbs. That's just what he does. He just
that's
goes
conservatives.
That's
all of them.
Gibbs does it for fun. Like
and
Rob
the rest
Norman
of them do it for yes.
No,
I know.
because Gibbs is kind of dumb and he doesn't know how to explain his point either, right?
I don't want Gibbs to fucking.
You realize you're being psyoped, right?
That's why I don't want to talk to any of them. I think that they're all bad faith, evil fucking people. I don't give a fuck. I think that he should get raped by all the fucking. I shouldn't say that.
I don't think you should say that. Yeah, you should never say that.
He
should get raped by the content people that will go ahead and rape his content, like like it declaring rape creed, for instance. Yeah,
is unreal. Do you know the like? I don't know how deep the how bad my fucking mind fuck this year has been. Okay, I've literally read the New Testament 3 times, the whole Bible twice. Okay, I have read the entire Constitution 3 fucking times, all of the Federalist Papers. To try and fucking unmindfuck myself because these demons, 50% of my country, are simply not human, less deserving of rights than fucking ants. All right? These people, I'm sorry, I'm going to say something bannable. I'm going to stop.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. You should probably take your rod down.
What are these allegations?
I don't know what the allegations are. He just keeps telling me to ask you about them.
What have you convinced
tornado,
people
right?
that I've done? Yeah.
Do you want like me to bring like ice beans or someone in, and like they might be able to? We could turn this down like a little bit. It sounds like you're schizoing out a little bit now.
Sorry, you got me. I was having a great fucking time, and now you got me riled up to fucking talk about fucking politics. I can't even hear
Terry Moran.
Yeah, and then you've been hyping me up for the past like 20 minutes, okay? I've been shitposting all fucking. I was playing fucking Ocean Avenue, okay? Like fucking 20, like right before I jumped on stream with you, and now I'm pissed the fuck off, and I want half of my country to be nuked, unironically. Ashes. All right.
Oh, okay. Well, you doing okay, buddy? Like,
I'm chilling, actually.
Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, I disavow. I don't think we need to nuke half the country. I don't think we should get militarists on stream. Probably a good idea. Okay.
I think we could do it with a quarter.
No, I don't think we could do it with any amount of them because it's still kind of a genocide.
That's just literally illogical and not true. If we got rid of a certain number of people, they wouldn't be able to vote anymore.
Yeah, but that's not like there is like a ethic against doing such a thing, right? Like that's just
where are ethics? They're deporting people. We can deport people.
Okay.
Hold on. We don't even have to deport people because I think that that's wrong. I think that we should keep Americans in America. We should just fence off all of Yellowstone Park. Okay, airdrop in 3 months at a time, enough fucking like MREs, give them a hatchet, okay? And they can fucking forage for whatever they, because they're fat, diabetic fucking Southerners. You know they're going to eat all their fucking food in the first 2 weeks.
Where are we going to send them?
I just told you, Yellowstone Park. They can have that one, okay? It's pretty.
We're going to give them Yellowstone?
They can have Yellowstone.
What's going to happen to like the people around Yellowstone? They're going to get fucked over.
There's no one around Yellowstone. Do you know where Yellowstone is? It's in the middle of nowhere. That's why it's Yellowstone Park.
You know that they're going to spread out from there. They spread like a virus.
No, did you not hear the words that I said? I said fence in Yellowstone Park, dump them all in, airdrop in 3 months at a time, enough MREs for them to survive, and give them a hatchet because these fat fucking diabetic Southerners who weigh 450 fucking pounds are going to eat all of their fucking food in the first fucking week. Anyways, so
yeah, that's literally an ethnic cleansing that you're advocating for. So
what ethnicity?
You're literally
Can you explain to me what ethnicity I would be cleansing?
White, American identified white. Yeah.
It's like
there's akin to an ethnic cleansing. I don't know what to tell you here.
This is political persecution. I'm explaining political persecution, not ethnic cleansing. Get your fucking terms correct, okay? You fucking pussy. Tones of ethnic. Do you think that the South is an ethnicity? Because I would be cleansing my own ethnicity then.
Think apparently to you,
motherfucker.
Right?
I'm from. I grew up in rural Arkansas.
What about the Hispanic Magas?
The Hispanic Magas. This is why it's not an ethnocide or a genocide or a fucking ethnic cleansing, because they can go too. They can live in Yellowstone. You think what? Do you think Mexicans and black people can't live in Yellowstone? You think Wyoming is only for whites?
I don't think Wyoming is only for whites.
Well, then we can send them too.
Okay. Do you think that a part of why it's easier to call the Palestinian genocide a genocide is because of the plans supported by the Israeli government of late and recently?
Sorry, can you repeat this entire question? I didn't hear the first part.
I understand. Do you think that part of what allows us to call Gaza a genocide is in part Likud express interest in going ahead and removing Palestinians from their land that they currently reside in Gaza, as well as Trump's assurances to them in terms of defense and other support, and also intimating the same thing as a major partner. Do you believe that that makes it easier to argue for a genocide because we're all moving them from one place to another?
Yeah, but they're doing that because they're fucking Palestinian. I'm moving these people
I just
because
don't
they're
think we should
fucking
trail it to
dangerous
your
to society.
southerners, man.
They're,
I don't
they're
know.
dangerous to
okay?
society, dude. This is crazy.
Fucking old. I'm sorry.
Hold on,
I'm
wait.
not,
I
like,
didn't,
gonna
just to
start
be clear,
advocating
I'm not
for
saying all.
violence
Hold
right
on,
now.
really quick. No, I didn't say anything about violence.
God.
Chill the fuck out. What is wrong
You
with you?
forcibly moving people is violence.
Not necessarily. First
Yes,
off,
it
okay?
is. It is
I
100% violent.
I moved myself from Houston to DC, and it wasn't
Forcibly
violent.
moving people is
I didn't-
violent. Yes, Sondsol. It's different. You chose to move.
I can think of ways to incentivize carrot and stick this. Okay.
Okay. How? Are you going to offer them more than the hatchet? Because it kind of sounds like they're not allowed to have assets in like the grander America when they go to Yellowstone.
We can set up some sort of prestige marker. Like if you had like $100,000 in assets, then you can have a little badge that says like, you know, and that can give you like some position inside of Yellowstone. You know, I don't fucking know, dude. Do you think I give a fuck what happens? Like this is literally all a fucking joke. Do you think that this is what I actually believe? Like
No,
how far into
funnier.
this fucking meme
I
are
think
we
it's
gonna
way
get?
I think it's way funnier to interact with you as you're saying this, knowing that tones of this have caused negative consequences for you in the past, and I get to now sit in the place where I'm like, huh, yeah, so I'm not skitzing out right now. All right, let's go.
Wait, what have I said that has caused me problems that I'm talking about right now?
Right now, I don't know, the advocating to forcibly move people and ethnically cleanse white Southerners, I presume.
That has never caused me problems in the past.
You're literally calling for the trail of beers.
That's based as fuck, and we can make it happen. They love Budweiser, dude. Bud Light specifically, and I think that we can make it happen, dude.
I'm bringing Conoclast in. I don't know what he wants to talk about.
Yo, what's up?
How's it going?
This is just a complete aside. Like, what drink are you drinking, Rezi? Are we drinking the exact same thing right now?
Yeah, Ghost Swedish Fish.
No, I'm drinking blue raspberry sparkling ice. Fuck,
No.
they're like almost the same thing.
That sucks. Sorry.
Oh well, you guys are amazing. Keep up the content. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
You know, Warped Tour Ghost was sponsoring it.
Yeah,
I got Ghost.
Really
I got
good.
Ghost. No, it's really fucking disgusting. It is the most sickly
so
sweet
good.
fucking drink I've ever had in my life. It is
It's really delicious.
cloying,
It's so good.
cloyingly sweet.
It's so good. Filled with vitamins. Goes down smooth. What do you think? What do you think's going on with the Iran stuff?
To be honest, I think that it's like watching. I don't know, man. Like honestly, like I think that Iran is unironically one of the most evil fucking countries to exist in modern human history. Like the amount of death and suffering that they have caused across the Middle East is just incalculable. It actually is mind blowing. Once I learned about how fucked up they have made that region, people say it's us. It was Iran. It's crazy what they have done. Anyways, I don't really give a fuck what happens to that regime. Like honestly, I don't like how we were saying, oh, we're going to do a nuclear deal, we're going to do a nuclear deal, and then we're just giving cover for a psyop Israeli fucking like giga strike. Like I don't know. I feel like
1 sec.
Yeah, I see it. You're a real fucking, you're a real coomer for keeping that up.
A coomer?
Coomer?
Coomer.
For keeping the
I don't care.
erudite?
No, I'm
Yeah.
leaving it up because she specifically threatened people with it and then proceeded to constantly sexualize herself as like a joke or something. And I'm just like, yeah, I just don't care anymore. I just think it's funny.
Are you happy Israel is bombing their ish? I'm like,
No.
it's like I can't be fucked to care. Like I'll be glad to see the Ayatollah's gone, but like, yeah, I think that like the way it all went down,
So
like I
here's
think it
the
hurts
question,
the
right?
US's
Wasn't
position.
this like all right? Wasn't this all originally framed as just taking out the nuclear program, and now they've like kind of enhanced it to, oh, we're gonna now change the regime. Like there has been a
Wait, hold on.
change
I
in
think well,
framing
no, I think
from
that
Israel during
originally,
this.
well, I think it was originally we want to go after, and then Trump shot that down, and so now and then it came out later that was the original plan. That's my understanding.
1 second. Yeah, so Mr. Girl Report, they just got a $3 super chat asking how you responded to the Mr. Girl Report.
with a lot of glee, because that was 100,000 fucking words. That was really fucking funny.
Okay.
I think that
What
Mr.
about
Girl is
the-
also a subhuman fucking freak. So
What about the fact that it kind of like ended up being used as disinformation to discredit Anna's story, where Stephen was definitely crazy making the fuck out of her by presenting two completely different narratives in public and in private?
I'm sorry. I tried to follow that. I don't remember. I not gonna lie to you. When it comes to like the Mr. Girl stuff or the Anna stuff, I don't fucking remember the details around that stuff. I would have to like sit here and like talk through it.
Yeah, so this was like part of like why I think some people get annoyed with the Destiny shit, is because within that little thing there was the conversation about how Mr. Girl published that shit allegedly against Anna's consent, which is what people ran with. And in fact, that didn't happen. Anna never said anything like that. Destiny just said that they were still friends. And then
so
that was
we're supposed to
something
be mad
that
at
came.
who?
So Destiny used that to discredit the new information because Lav was already
'cause it was-
discredited for being a BPD horror retard, right? Just
Yeah.
like Pixie got discredited as a BPD horror retard, just like Lauren Northern, just like Melina, just like
Well, I don't know how everybody else perceives these people. I think that
just
all
like
of these people,
just like Blue Tea, just like Denims, just like
Who's Blue
Hassan.
Tea?
Blue Tea was the one that he groped on stream.
Who?
Porn person, Destiny.
I
Yeah, he's been doing this for like well over a decade at this point.
okay, I don't know about that. I have like opinions on all of these people. Do you think that like all of these people now we have to like look at them with a fresh lens because like Destiny has beef with these people? Because like Denims, I think is like a bad person, just like on her own. Destiny doesn't have to convince me of that.
Well, yeah, but like, do you think it's okay that like during this he's leaked conversations with Denims that she's explicitly said, "Hey, please don't leak these"?
I don't know anything about that because I haven't.
Okay, yeah, because he did that, and that's in like the court documents. That's kind of why a lot of people are pretty pissy about this, because he continues to do bad things. And it's just like, you probably should divorce your politics from him, because there are better people, usually local politicians or yourself.
Hold the fuck up. Okay, listen, I'm high and I came in here to have a good time. Is this like literally going to be like let's preach at Sondsol in between like jokes? Like
I was given $3. I'm giving you 3 minutes of pressing, and then I'm going to move back to
okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well that's fine. If you like, just like tell
Okay,
me what's going on. Like, I don't want to like
sorry.
feel like in 10 minutes I'm gonna have to sit here and defend.
Yeah, like you literally are barely online. Like that's like the thing. It's just like,
Like-
you've been kind of offline for ages. You come to me and ask you about drama. I try to explain to you, and you're like, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm
And
trying
like,
to keep up with shit, but like I can't.
I know.
I don't think people understand like how unbelievably like fucking like down I have
It's
been. I've been, like-
really like there's a lot going on with the Destiny stuff that keeps happening, like him making death threats to other streamers since all this came up.
Yeah, that's
as well as
there's more shit that
constantly
keeps on coming out. That's why I stopped paying attention, because there's too much shit for me to.
Because
Yeah.
it keeps going. Yeah, so like I can understand that as well, because there is some level of fatigue for people that are not like online all the time to realize that Destiny is pretty much committing like probably like end your streaming career type felony every other day.
Well,
such as
listen,
his lawyers literally arguing in court against getting the videos on Kiwi Farms taken down, against Pixie's legal team. You didn't know that. Probably a lot of you in the chat didn't know that shit either, right?
See, I had seen this video of Desi saying that they were making the argument that
1 second.
the video.
Say that one more time.
I see a cow.
Mm-hmm. Say that one more time.
Which one? Which part?
Whatever it was that you just said
I'm trying to
about
remember.
you have seen something.
I've seen the
videos.
video of Destiny. Recently, he talked about fuck me. I lost my train of thought. Give me a second. Fuck me. This is not a good conversation to have while high, because if I lose my train of thought, it looks like I'm dodging. We were talking about. Remind me what we're talking about, Rezi. I'm trying to save myself, okay?
We are talking
you started pressing
We are
me,
talking
and now I'm
about
fucked.
Destiny and his continued use of things that we
I
would
saw a
normally-
video, and what was the video about?
You saw the video. I think it was like Destiny talking about the allegations or something.
No. It was recently. He was talking about the court case, and they made an argument about the Kiwi Farms videos. And Destiny said that they were making the argument that only Pixie's videos had to come down, and all the other ones had to stay up. And so this is what I was trying to say to you.
So the only thing that you can do with that by court is get a court order for yourself. That's literally it. And Destiny could have gone ahead and adjoined himself to that court order to insist that his own privacy was violated, which would be of benefit to him. But for some reason, this was not done. And when you
don't combine it yet. Let me understand what you're saying. You're saying that in the court system, in order for you to make the request of the court to court order things to be taken down, it has to be, you have to be like a direct party.
I'm gonna make the assumption. I'm not certain of that, but that seems reasonable to say, right?
I don't know. Like this is what I like. I don't know if it's reasonable. Like in real life, yes, it's entirely reasonable. In the court system, I don't fucking know, right?
Yeah, I think that you would in real life, you would just do an adjoiner, not a striking from the record of that.
I don't
sort of thing.
So
there seems to be an aggression towards it where there would still be a good that Destiny and his lawyers are actively arguing against, even if there is no adjoinder there, and they had to file their own motion separately. 1 second.
Sorry, Tornado Kane just tried to mog me from chat, saying that I wouldn't fucking eat another 100 milligrams of.
Don't
edible.
eat more weed. You're really high.
It's already in my mouth, retard. So.
Oh no.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Hello, Sondsol.
Who's this?
It's Ice.
Hey, I have a question for both of you.
Wait, hold on. I need to finish what I was saying a second ago, because I was saying.
Okay.
So, what I need people like you, because unironically off stream, because I have been offline, I have tried to watch some of the coverage, but like. It's because I'm ADD and you're ADD. I try to watch your VODs, and motherfucker, it is impossible to get any of the information. I'm sure the edited videos.
I am working on doing edited videos, so that should be something you look forward to in the future.
Yeah,
I will just do a stream segment.
Take another edible, good sir.
That is clear and out there, just like my wonderful stream segment about this random local camera guy named Stu, and how
I saw that right before we called it. This shit fucking sick,
it's
dude.
Very, very fucking funny. It's very fucking funny. So that is something we are attempting to do, and that's why you should follow the YouTube at Rezi Live.
Thank you, Tornado Kane, for 300 bits. I'm not eating another 100 milligrams. That would be crazy even for me. So, you guys need to make a video that is more fucking concise and explained, because that is what Destiny is doing. And to the retards that don't have time to fucking sit there and skip while they're at work.
House yet?
Wait, are you including yourself in these retards?
Yes, I'm a retard. Yes, I am the retard.
All right,
yes.
just wanted to maybe just wanted to confirm.
But have you seen? Do you know of Ryle Kittenhouse?
I thought that he just re-uploaded like full JStalk VODs. Like,
no, he also has a whole program that he's doing right now that is specifically on the Destiny court case with direct arguments against the things that Destiny is currently saying. So if you're looking for somebody that is doing that right now, Yes, I would recommend Ryle Kittenhouse. He has several of them. He also makes fun of Not So Erudite and does a bunch of like commentary drama and stuff like that. But yeah, so he has Nuking Destiny as a series that he is
Maybe
working on.
this will change your mind about another 100 milligrams.
You're fine.
Okay, sorry, Tornado Kane. The fucking, I forgot that I had TTS. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're fine. So
repeat the last 5 seconds. Yeah.
So Ryle is doing Nuking Destiny, and these are probably the most concise versions of the arguments against him. If you want to check out Ryle Kittenhouse, he also makes fun of Erudite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm subscribed to him.
Erudite sucks. Yeah, you just kind of like, that's the thing. You can literally like, he has a video that came out yesterday that says Destiny hates me for this video, debunking court lies part 3, which is part of his series Destiny is lying to you, or not nuking, his part of his series Nuking Destiny, that goes back several months, and he is continuing to do the work on that. So yeah, he's actually somebody that is doing that in a much more concise way than the kind of minutia that we get into our day-to-day streams here.
Yeah. I also,
all right, am I allowed to? Am I allowed to press both of y'all now before Sondsol goes completely off his meds? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Real quick, Sondsol, I'll start with you.
Yeah, throw it. Come on.
Love you, Sondsol. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put something in the chat. I would please address these allegations, Sondsol.
In which chat are you putting this?
The Twitch. Oh, here I can.
I am sharing the screen in the Discord.
Do you know how many fucking people have sent this fucking picture to me? I fucking hate you stupid bitch. I think that you should go to fucking Home Depot. Go to the rope store. Oh my fucking god.
Listen. You don't have to freak out, Sondsol. Just address them.
Sondsol, are you?
I'm invoking the 5th. Because there's nothing more that I can say.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Sondsol, are you having what I have to add on to this? Are you trying to have what some may call a white boy summer? Getting yourself a big booty Latina?
You know I am in a committed relationship, sir.
I don't know. I haven't seen her from below the waist.
Yeah, we don't know if she's a big booty Latina.
Chill the fuck out. My girlfriend is very white, but
she could be a.
I don't know how fucking jokey I want to get about my girlfriend on stream.
You're okay.
I can't do this.
I just wanted to know if you were having a white boy summer or not, but I understand. Beans, what did you come here to ask me?
Okay. What is this disgusting sweeping of Gibbs that I'm seeing? I love how you're just sitting here and pressing this man who only wants to do, like, all he wants to do is love on big booty Latinas. And you're sitting here trying to get him to stop watching Destiny when you're sweeping for Gibbs, who was literally on fucking Tim Pool. What the
shit
is this?
Who are we talking about right now?
She's talking to me.
I'm talking to Rezzy right now.
No, I know you're talking to him, but are you talking about me?
Disgusting shit I've ever seen come out of your mouth.
All right.
In the same few, like the.
Do you want me to fucking respond, bitch? I'm asking you a question, or do you want to shut the fuck up, puppy?
All right, go ahead.
I don't respect Gibbs.
Okay. Then what's this? Wait. Then what's it? What are you saying? Oh, he's just joking. Oh,
I'm saying that he's funny. I'm saying that he's a retard. I'm saying that it's obvious that he's a retard, and I'm sorry, I don't take pride in hunting retards.
Wait,
he is retarded. Do you? No. Hey. Why don't you sit down? Sit down, bird. 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 Dog, you need to go ahead and sit. 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 Dog, you need to have to go and sit. Dog, no, you have to go and sit. You just gotta sit. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. Do you not understand how that works? You can literally just say Rob Noor. You don't have to go ahead and drive the whole thing for a while. Okay. So when it comes to Rob Noor, I'm sorry. Rob Noor actually does believe in what he says. Gibbs is just doing it for popularity. Okay. And so when you get pissed off about Gibbs and you're saying let's
literally just
condemn
said
Gibbs,
he's
he's
fucking
not doing it
going
for anything
He's
but
literally going
popularity, and it works, and it
What
fucking
the
works,
shit?
and you won't even do it. Rob
you.
Noor
They
is
are
incapable of like
basically the same. They are
they're not
basically
the
the same.
same.
They
They're
are
No, they're
basically
not.
the same.
I'm
Rob
sorry,
is
Ice
capable
Beams.
of somewhat arguing any of his points. Sondsol, this is mine.
No,
Wait a
if I'm
second.
agreeing with
Going
you.
further than
Are you
that,
telling me-
I also don't respect the Tim Pool appearances because I don't respect Tim Pool. I don't cover Tim
gives a
Pool
shit? I don't
because
care if
it's
you
it's
respect
low
him or
fucking
not.
hanging fruit. Ice
Wait,
Beams,
I
it's
don't
low
care
hanging
if you
fruit.
respect him or not.
I don't
The
give
fact
a
is he's
shit.
going on and retweeting
You're trying
the
to
same
compel me to go
retard
ahead and say
points
something.
about
You're
shit.
trying to
Wait,
compel
hold
me
on.
to say
Hold on.
something. I said
He's trying-
Gibbs is a giddy retard. I don't cover him or Rob Noor, do I?
No, I don't. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you're sitting here
Okay.
going, "Oh well,
Well,
it's okay."
here's a
Sondsol, don't
question.
worry
How
about
much
kids.
have
Don't
you
worry
gone over
about kids.
Asmongold on your stream? Ice Beams, real quick.
No,
You gone over Asmongold on your
it's
stream,
not-
Ice
it's
Beams?
not
You gone
about-
over
it's not
Asmongold
about-
on your
it's
stream?
not about
Have you
what I
bitched
do
about
on my
Asmongold on your stream?
It's not about
Asmongold's
what
like
I
way
do
more
on my
important. I'm
stream,
working on
okay?
Asmongold's things.
It's
I'm working on
what
Nick
you're
Stockton
telling
things. I'm
Sondsol
looking at
to
actual right wingers who are
disregard.
meaningful.
Sondsol is
Sondsol, who is going
Sondsol is
ahead
doing the
and
right
not
thing
knowing
by
something where I'm
yeeting.
literally
I'm not saying-
going and
hold
cluing
on,
him
here,
in
I can
on
just do it
everything.
like this,
Yeah, I
okay?
fucking know. I'm gonna
Sondsol
be like
is
this.
actually sitting
Okay.
and doing the right thing by booting the fucking retard out of his life so that he doesn't have to worry about retard talking points, okay? That is what you do with Admiral Gibbs. That is exactly what
I don't
you do.
know
You
how. I'm not
just say he's a
platforming
joke.
Gibbs. When have I platformed Gibbs?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm
No,
putting my
actually,
headphones
Beams,
back on.
real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Hey, really quick. When have I gone ahead and platformed Gibbs?
I'm not saying you're platforming Gibbs.
When did I platform Gibbs?
No, I'm saying right now.
When did I platform
No,
Gibbs?
I'm saying
the
right- I'm
only
not
reason I'm
talking about- I'm
platforming
not
Gibbs and
talking-
his talking points is
I'm not
because you're
talking-
platforming Gibbs and his talking points
I'm
as a
not
part of
talking
you
about
validating your
any
own
other
political
moment
experience, liberal.
I'm not talking about any other moment. It's the moment that happened right before I jumped on. I'm not talking about before. I know you don't platform Gibbs. I don't give a shit about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
And
saying it's
Sondsol
very
literally
funny.
built his platform off of Destiny. You know that, right?
No, that's not.
So
what
there
I'm talking
is
about
actually
either.
probably
Hold on
a
second.
larger thing
No,
here.
you
I
can-
didn't
no,
build
you
off
can-
Gibbs.
No, you can. No, hold on. I'm not even. No, that's not my point.
I have
I'm
no
saying,
culpability for Gibbs. What are
Okay,
you talking about? If I say he's
Okay,
a
wait, hold
5-year-old
on.
retard
Let me lay it
about
out.
all
Let
his
me
fucking
lay it out.
political
Let
points,
me
then like what's
explain
the
it to
I'm
you
actually
again.
curious.
There's not
Wait,
a
hold on.
higher
Explain it to
level
you.
of connectivity
Let me
between the two
explain
things.
it to you again then.
So
Let
you're
me
going
explain-
ahead and buying into a
Let-
higher level of
Nope.
connectivity.
Let me explain it to you again.
Oh, actually, I did platform Gibbs once, and I showed that he didn't know how to do math or understand how reality
Yeah,
works in
okay.
the first
No,
place,
I'm
right?
again.
Did I do
that's
that?
That's not what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
So I
Sondsol literally
platformed him
said
once
to you,
and showed that I was a retard.
I don't give a shit about platforming. I don't know why you're talking about platforming. I never brought up platforming. You're the one who's bringing up platforming. Okay.
Well, literally, what other argument are you doing? Where's the harm?
You are sitting
Where's the
here
harm?
and telling
Where's the
Sondsol,
harm?
don't worry about Gibbs.
Where's
He's
the
a
harm?
retard. He's not like Rob Noor. Rob Noor actually knows what he's talking about. And then you
Yeah.
immediately proceed
So
to
when
tell
I say
Sondsol about how. Hold on, let me finish my point. Because you didn't seem to understand where I was pulling this out of earlier.
And you don't seem to
And then
understand
you
how content
immediately-
works. So I'm going to explain that to
And
you.
then you immediately proceeded to tell Sondsol to stop watching Destiny shit, which I'm totally fine with. I literally made a video, like basically quote tweeting the guy, right?
Okay, so
That's fine.
basically what you're doing right now is you're simplifying me saying, Sondsol, you have your own political beliefs, you believe in your own things, you know how to defend them, you don't need to tie your politics to Destiny to stop watching Destiny things. So you're being dishonest and you're being inauthentic with me right now. We would call that, I guess, if we were in the Destiny sphere, bad faith. But if you want to debate, we can debate. So that's what that is. Ice Beans, can we do that first point real quick? Can you explain to me how
You're gonna
that
have
is
to-
not
no,
a,
you're gonna,
no,
you're,
no,
you
no.
have to
Can
remember, you have to
explain
remember
me-
you're talking to a tard
you-
wife. Please explain that to me again.
Well, I'm going to explain this to you again. So the thing that I said to Sondsol is you should disambiguate your politics because I advocate for people to become more individualistic in the first place. And that has been a very, but wait, no, can you shut the fuck up while I'm talking? And I can finish my sentence? Thank you.
Go ahead.
So again, I know I don't do that to you, but I want to get done with this so I can get to my actual segments that I planned and wrote up for today. All right. So you're wrong because I was telling him to disambiguate himself from that and to not believe Destiny's segments. And I presented him with somebody doing a counter narrative that he would therefore be able to go ahead and look at otherwise. So at no point did I tell Sondsol to stop watching Destiny. I simply said, don't tie your politics to him because there's no reason to do such a thing. There's a negative value there. So you're going to concede the entire thing there, and
nope, I'm not conceding. No, I'm not conceding.
No, you have to. There's no other way to concede. Do you believe that I'm bad faith when I said that?
Nope.
Do you believe I'm good faith?
No, hold on a second.
Or do you believe I'm bad faith when I said that?
No, just because wait, hold on a second. You can understand that I can concede on like one thing, but not like the overall thing, right?
No, I want you to concede on the whole thing.
No, I'm not conceding on the whole thing. First of all, you never showed up to your court date for the Dolphy shit. So why the hell would I?
Okay, we're not joking, Beans. We're not actually joking right now. I'm actually like kind of actually arguing with you.
Okay, fine.
So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to say this to you right now. Do you think that I am saying these things in bad faith?
You're not saying these things in bad faith.
Okay,
what I'm
so
trying to
if I'm
say
saying
to you
them in
is,
good faith, and I'm going ahead and describing to you my actual characterization of process, as well as something that I've demonstrated as a consistent moral and a consistent edict, is it something that you, by going ahead and not conceding the entire thing, means that you do not believe I am acting in good faith whatsoever?
No. I can acknowledge that you are not being in good faith in one place.
Where?
That's what I'm trying to push you.
Where's the bad faith I'm being?
The Gibbs thing.
Okay, but like we're going on the micro niche of the secondary statement that you said there, which was completely and totally false.
You are saying that Gibbs is
okay. That's
just
fine.
A
I'm not asking about the Gibbs part. I'm asking about the second part that I'm taking offense to because you're going ahead and misrepresenting statements of mine. And with the Gibbs one, we can deal with that as a separate piece.
And then
Do you concede the entirety of the part of you saying, I'm telling Sondsol not to watch Destiny? That specific part, I want full concession. Is that fine?
Okay. Yes, that specific part, yes. I thought you were asking for
now I'm
full
going to
concession on
explain
the whole
Gibbs.
thing.
I'm going to explain the Gibbs thing. If I call somebody a silly little retard, I say it's me saying don't watch them. I'm telling Sondsol to look at Rob Noor because Rob Noor is somebody he could actually argue with and would be better for his brand.
No. I'm going to put a
Mm-hmm.
hard stop right there. There is no fucking benefit in talking to people like Rob Noor for me. Do you think that?
Why?
This is what I was saying though, Rezi, is that it's not about sorry, Sondsol. I know I'm interrupting you, but like this is literally what
just call him a fat retard.
No, this is what Sondsol was saying. He was saying he doesn't want to talk to these people. Not that you shouldn't, like you responded with Gibbs is just a retard. Don't worry about him. As in, and I understand that you might have meant stop watching Gibbs, but it did not come across that way. It came across like, don't worry, you can talk to
somebody who is
talk
obviously a retard.
No, okay, fine. No, that is not how it came off. That's what I'm
embarrassed. I've never brought him up in like a positive light.
That's not my point, though. It doesn't matter what you've done before that.
Yeah, it does matter because my actions present a calliope of what I am, not the things I say.
Okay.
Some people say they're gonna.
You came off as like you were telling Sondsol, don't worry about him. He's not who you want to worry about. It's okay. In response to Sondsol literally saying, I don't want to talk to these people anymore. You can say that Gibbs is a retard, but that doesn't mean that he's not dangerous in his own way anymore.
Okay, that's fine. But Sondsol,
and what I'm saying is that you were downplaying that. That's all. Can I get a concession on that?
That I was down. I'm down. Are you saying? So what you're trying to say is I'm downplaying the harm Gibbs causes.
Sure, but also like you're basically saying it's fine.
I'll concede I'm downplaying on the harm that Gibbs causes because I think that by downplaying it, you reduce the harm that he causes because you don't actually provide a platform for the drivel that he spews, that he's then going to demand you go ahead and debate with him about it, or he's going to use on his platforms.
This is so much more tactical than my entire fucking point was. I don't want to talk to people who aren't honest about their fucking. Yeah, it fucking is. You guys have been arguing about me this entire fucking time. I'm going to fucking speak. I don't want to talk to people who aren't fucking genuine. I don't want to talk to people who pretend to have fucking position. And every fucking conservative is like that. So I'm not going to talk to conservatives until one of them can demonstrate that they're not an actual subhuman fucking freak that should be or that they're like
Nair
capable.
Isn't like that. You know that Nair.
He knows Nair's not like that.
Yeah, Nair's not like that, but Nair doesn't get into voice calls.
Like, here's the thing. Obviously, Gibbs is a Twitter retard. Just like Twitter,
Yes,
trans
but-
Twitter is a
Yeah,
bunch
so
of
I
retards.
do you
They don't
know
represent the whole.
I have
Those things
unfollowed
are-
almost
they're
every
making-
single fucking conservative
Yes,
like
again,
news
and Twitter
person.
isn't real fucking life.
Yeah, I have echo chambered myself because every single fucking narrative out there that conservatives give, there's no good arguments. There's no reason to listen to their arguments. Just become a fucking echo chambered Democrat because you get better fucking arguments that way against the conservatives.
Nero filled your
No,
Minecraft
you just,
house with
like,
chickens.
you can
He is
just
just
look-
as bad
it's,
as
like,
Gibbs
not-
on every
One
level.
second.
Have
Fucking
you ever
Tornado
watched, like,
Can is
Pondering
one
Politics?
second. It's the fucking TTS. One second.
You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Now do it again. Do it again. Go.
You ever watch Pondering?
I haven't in a while.
Yeah, I think Pondering puts out like 4 videos a day. You should just, if I'm gonna be honest, if you want somebody that's like Destiny coded so that it goes down easy, just like Daddy's Medicine does, just go with Pondering. He's fine enough. You know, he
well,
just
if we're gonna
attacks
get into
minorities.
this, if we're gonna
He's
get
literally
into
like,
this,
here's the thing. This is a platforming argument. If Gibbs is dangerous, okay, and I'm downplaying it by saying, don't worry about him, he's a silly little retard, and not going over and over about this, knowing that there's probably like some conservative that may see this and be like, oh, I hate Resi, so I'm gonna go ahead and look up this guy, right? The complete ignorance of that is valuable. And then detracting it to someone like Rob Nort, who does make arguments, but also will just run away from debates on cowardly little measures, is probably a better way to go about it. But realistically, my ultimate prescription is going to be towards people on the left while completely casting these people away from my thoughts. I think Gibbs is silly. I think he's stupid. I've known him for fucking years. That's it. I don't watch his content because he does political content anymore. That's it.
Fine. I guess my point is that it's
I
one
think
thing
I've totally
for you to have
misunderstood
that
the
as a,
argument.
no, you're fine. This is
No,
this is
because
literally
I
mom
see
and
it as
dad
a
having
totally
no. This is
different
this is
argument
mom
than
and
yours,
dad having an
Sondsol.
argument, and you can barely understand it. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. Sondsol. We love you very much.
Stepmom.
Yeah, stepmom. Sorry. Okay. No. Yeah. Sorry. But like.
Say mom. It's literally fine.
But like, okay,
Don't be
but
shit.
like, here's the thing: is that like, it's fine if you have a personal opinion. I don't care if you like you have history with the guy, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit, right? But like, it's especially seeing Gibbs argue and seeing like the snippets of shit that like has just melted my brain every time that
Yeah,
I
I'm just
try
gonna be
for longer than
honest.
5 minutes.
Do you want to know?
And
Do you want to know? It's something that I don't do. I don't fucking watch Wick panels anymore. So
no,
like,
I
I'm just gonna be
understand
honest
that, but
with you, I could
I'd
not
take
give
a.
a shit
I'm sorry.
less.
I'm sorry. I would take
I'm just gonna
$1,000
be
Wick
honest.
panels
All right,
over one
I'm gonna
Gibbs
ask you a
panel.
question.
That's
Here's
it.
here's
I would
a
take
real question,
1,000
actually.
Wick panels. With,
Unironically,
Yeah,
what is more? Who is more dangerous, Admiral Gibbs or Ron DeSantis?
Ron DeSantis literally called for mowing down people in the
mowing
street.
down
So
protesters. Yeah, and I
yeah,
have a
okay.
segment I'm going to be doing on that today. I've already put up one video about that. Right?
What?
yeah, he said you can run over protests.
Yeah, it's another
protesters.
video I did, Sondsol.
When
Just
was
go on my
that?
fucking YouTube, brother.
Oh, that was
I did
very
it all- I
recently.
literally did it all over my YouTube. I'm doing like slop content, and I'm rolling it the fuck out about politics. I figured out an algorithm for myself. Okay,
Damn.
so
If it
Ice
happened this
Beam,
weekend, that's
if
why.
I'm going ahead
Yeah,
and
literally
spending
this
my time offline, fucking prepping my scripts and shit, should I make a Gibbs segment? When Gibbs doesn't make YouTube videos, his shit goes on Twitch, gets seen by
That's-
a
okay,
hundred
hold on.
or a couple hundred people. Like, I'm sorry, I don't
No,
want to entertain Gibbs
I
'cause
don't think
give
you
a
need to.
shit.
I don't think you need to. That's not what I'm saying, though.
Okay,
I'm saying you don't need to.
that me
You
just
don't
me
need to
been
put
not talking about him. so he
when
doesn't become
hold on a
something that we have to
second.
do that
Hold on a
for?
second. All I'm saying is that when you are talking about it to somebody else, there's no need to conflate your personal opinion over what you think the guy should be treated like politically, right? Like, yes, he's a silly little retard. And yes, you can tell, but that's not it. He's not just a silly little retard. He's a silly little retard who found his way onto Tim fucking Pool. I understand you don't cover him, you don't give him any attention. That's fine, right?
I'm
Just
a
don't,
7
like-
viewer, Andy. I almost got on Tim Pool like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's not my point though. People use Tim Pool. People watch Tim Pool. Like, there's been times I've like been out in the wild and seen people watching Tim Pool while they're waiting for shit.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah,
That's embarrassing,
so-
but I live in the South, dude.
okay, but
That's
Ice
all I'm
Beam,
saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying
Okay,
anything
that's
crazy. I don't think
fine.
I'm saying anything crazy.
So I'm gonna no, you there is a part of what's crazy about this is that one, Admiral Gibbs also hyperinflates his entire audience shit by using the Twitch, thing with like the share viewership shit. You know that, right? Like that is a way that he built up his entire thing, right?
Wait, do you say, I'm sorry, did you
Okay,
say
so
bots?
you know like what Gibbs' strategy has been with all of this. Okay, I'm gonna explain that to you because what he does, you know how he does like the knock thing and then you can group
Oh,
up
yeah.
and shit?
Mm-hmm.
He uses that to inflate his numbers, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, okay.
Yeah. So he does that because
Yeah, like Wick is doing. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it's a clout thing.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
it's good. It's a good strat.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm gonna be dismissive of Gibbs's politics. I
Yeah,
literally was like, I looked
There
up
are
to
no
see if he
politics.
was.
He doesn't believe in
Bitch, I'm
anything.
not
What is there to
fucking-
be? What is there to be dismissive of? He doesn't believe in anything.
Here's what I can do, Sondsol. If like there's actually an issue that you were to prep for me, that's like, oh, go argue with Gibbs about this. I'll go rape him. I don't give a shit.
Wait, no, hold on. Wait, what do you think that I just said?
I'm bored. At this point, I'm bored. Now I'm fucking getting angry just because you're telling me I'm not going hard enough, that I might go
I'm
hard
not
enough.
saying
Wait,
you're
no,
going
is that-
hard
no,
enough.
you-
Wait,
you-
I have
you didn't
never
understand
said
what I
going
said
to
at all.
literally, I am going to, now I have a bloodlust because you're introducing this to me. So the question is, what are you going to do about this, Ice Beans?
What am I gonna do about this? Wait,
Mhm.
hold on. Wait, what do you mean? What am I gonna do
Do you
about
want
this?
me to go? Do you want me to go and scream at Gibbs like the giddy little retard that he is?
No,
And be
no.
more
I think you're.
entertaining because that's the
I
only
think.
thing his viewers get
Actually,
out of
hold
it
on.
is entertainment.
You know what? Actually, no. That's actually a good idea. You should yell at him. That would be fun. I think.
Okay.
I think we deserve a little treat. We've been really good.
I don't think so. Bar hasn't been getting filled as often as it should.
Oh, okay. Well then, chat. What the fuck?
Yeah. But, I mean, you know what also could happen if you really have these, you probably could do it better too, right?
Me? Oh, me yell at Gibbs? Me yell at Gibbs.
Yeah, why not?
Why,
You're better.
why
You're
would
good
I?
at
Why
it.
would I willingly do that?
Because it's like a treat for the community and shit, right? Beans?
Maybe, but I'll tell you. I'll say that like it's way more fun for me to like yell like straight into the mic and take my headphones off halfway. Like it's more fun to do that with you than to do that with Gibbs. With Gibbs, I might actually. Well, because here's the thing, Gibbs he actually is just fucking inhumane. Like the stuff I've heard coming out of his fucking mouth. I probably would say something TOS.
Yeah, he's stupid as
Like,
shit.
No.
You
He's
treat him
stupid
like
as
an
shit,
absolute-
and
you
he
treat him like
brings
a
out the.
child.
No,
You
but
treat him
he
like
does.
a child
He
and
does.
he falls apart. That's it.
Yeah, no,
He
but
doesn't
he
know how
no.
to do fucking math, dude.
I don't need to.
He literally doesn't know how to do fucking math.
No, but I see. This is the thing is that I don't need to. I don't need to break TOS on stream. That's it. I probably would
Okay, well
like
then just
say
do it on
some.
his stream. That's it. Just don't
Well,
scream at yourself.
that's fine. I don't need that kind of heat. You know me.
Okay. Well.
It's been it's been a full 10
Like, it's
days
just
before
like-
I
it's just
had
like,
the
this is the
fucking
thing, it's like,
bloodlust
I'm
until
sorry,
I talked to
I think-
Rezi, and Rezi brought the bloodlust, and then Ice Beans comes in here, and it's immediate fucking blood sports. I think that Rezi just knows how to make people unhappy and make them angry to
No, this
make
is-
his numbers go up and make his fucking revenue go up. He's brought us in here to fucking
It is
ruin our
a-
fucking lives.
it is
I've
a
been happy.
sick
I was
system of
happy for the
abuse.
first time. Like I've made the
it's a
thought
sick
for
system
the
of
first time
abuse.
in like 3 months. I felt joy, and then I went to a call with Rezi, and it's been stripped from me because I was reminded that conservatives exist.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is like it is a sick cycle of abuse that I go ahead and inflict upon you, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest. If you go on, and I know this is gonna sound like shit, if you go on a Prime Kai's panel, I don't really care what you do with your life. That's really it. If you can tolerate a Prime Kai's panel, you're just not a person I ever want to interact with, because I know the type of argument that gets into, which is just mired uselessness. Fabian's on there, dude.
I
try to
haven't
make
watched
jokes. You
a
can't even make
Kai's
jokes with
panel
those
in so
fucking
long.
people. Okay.
Actually,
They are literally
Oh.
no. I want you to condemn talking to someone like Corey Campbell or Iko Rich, because they are just as bad as Gibbs for actually moving conversations. I want that condemnation
Out of me?
out of everyone. I want to.
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest. Like I feel like
acknowledge the
Corey-
leftists,
Okay.
the left liberal wreckers in this space that destroy conversation worse than even conservatives do.
Wait, okay. Wait, sorry. Who were those names? You said Corey Campbell and
Corey
who else?
Campbell and Iko Rich.
Oh, Okay.
I don't
Well,
know
first
who
of all, I
the
don't know
first one
that
is.
person. And Corey Campbell, I feel like I've been on at least like 2 panels with him, but I
Yeah.
don't remember a single take he's given. So
I don't know who Corey Campbell, but
That's
you said
the
Aiko. I
point.
thought
I don't
you
know.
and Aiko
I
were
guess that
friends.
says. I'm sorry. I'm
They're
sorry,
just as
Corey.
bad they're just as bad as conservatives for that. That's why panels are literal cancer, and I try not to pay attention to them.
I thought
Yeah,
that
that's
you and
fine.
Aiko were friends.
No,
I am
it's Aiko
friends
someone
with
else.
Aiko Rich, not Ike. It's Aiko Rich, not Aiko.
Oh.
Aiko is perfect. She doesn't do politics.
Oh,
Okay?
are you talking about this bearded motherfucker?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
They're really long in
Aiko
the
Rich.
tooth.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Aiko.
they're
like
all
a moo.
Bro, I don't fucking know, but they're all really long in the tooth and should be doing like philosophical debates at like universities. And it kills conversation worse than conservatives. And it makes us look like nerds, and we shouldn't look like nerds.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
I see.
fair.
Corey
You know
Campbell
who-
is
you know
right
who-
there. Okay, I see what he looks like. Yeah, I don't recognize either of these.
Yeah, Wick is
I recognize
actually
Aiko, but
so I'm going to go further. I'm going to make a further statement. Wick is actively doing harm to liberals and leftists with his show on a daily basis.
say it again.
Does he
By
have
going
any?
and supporting those concepts?
Say it again. Sorry.
Holler's waiting. All right, we're dragging in Tuna Ship. What's up, Tuna?
Here's what you got to do, Beans. You get in there like a sniper.
Wait, hold on. I thought we
Take them
weren't
out.
advocating for violence.
No mercy. I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about mental. I'm talking about psychosexual.
Yeah.
You get in there and you give him erectile dysfunction he'll never recover from.
But I'm not a
you
big. I'm
tell
not
him
a
that-
thick. I'm not a thick booty Latina. How the hell am I
That's-
gonna do that?
You can, first off, you can lie. I think that you could pass.
Okay, you clearly haven't seen me in person, but okay.
I've seen you on the plant streams. Trust me, I know what it looks like. I know what you're working with. It's not what he's used to. I do think that if Gibbs is being honest, he would break you. But that's the thing. We're not going to have sex with Gibbs, you Neanderthal chaser. No, what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to say the
Just
things
give him
to him.
psychic erectile dysfunction. Got it.
I'm saying you whisper to him the ancient temple hymns of your people. You put a curse on his cock.
Oh wait, I see. Oh wait, actually, you know what? I think I do know some Sri Lankan voodoo magic shit.
That's
I
what
haven't
I'm
understood a word that's
I
been
think
fucking said this
that kind
entire
of comes off
fucking
as
time.
I don't know how. Like I know you're like Sri Lankan, but like that kind of sounds racist to call
Wait,
it
I thought
food.
No,
Maybe
it's actual
voodoo?
voodoo stuff. Wait, no, hold on. It's actual like curse type shit.
Well, okay,
Like-
but curses and voodoo are totally different things.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not using the right words.
Sorry, I just care about like ethnic cultures. All right,
Oh, okay.
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
no,
wait,
that's
hold
fine,
on.
that's fine.
and religions.
Voodoo? Voodoo?
Yeah.
Voodoo. Hoodoo.
No, like curses.
You do.
You
do.
Oh, do.
All right.
This is
Well,
a better panel than
I'll
Wick
think
could
I'll
ever
think about it. I'll put something together.
Jesus
I'll hit up my Sri Lankan witch doctor contacts. Okay. All right.
I'm
Why do
telling
you
you,
hate
step
Wick so
one-
much?
Than Wick has
Step
ever.
one, you call him Admiral Ribs. Step
Ooh.
two, you pull out you real quick. Find his docs. Find the girl you had a crush
don't
on.
do
in
that.
high school.
No, don't say
I'm
that.
not
Do
doing
not
that.
say that. Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
I didn't say that you share it. I'm not saying you share it.
it.
You don't share it. You just
Oh,
figure
you're
out
saying
what his
use it
type
in the.
is.
No, but no, it's fine. I don't need to do all that.
Okay.
See, this is the
you're
fun thing.
saying.
This is the fun. No, this is the fun thing with Sri Lankan voodoo magic. Like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry. The witch doctor shit. The curses shit. No, you don't need to do. You don't need to do all that. It's not like I need to know his name or the time of his birth or any shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you putting him in? Like, what are you gonna do to him? Give us
don't
a
worry.
give us
No,
a
hold on.
showcase.
No. I can't. And I mean, I have to talk to my witch doctor first.
I've been trying to
Hello?
find like a graceful way to exit this conversation for the past like
That's
hour.
fine. There's no
because
graceful
like I
way.
just
You
don't
just have to
understand
leave.
what the fuck is going on anymore.
Yeah.
I've
We're putting
fully
a
been
curse
trying.
on. We're putting
I
a
keep on
curse
trying
on
to
Gibbs.
figure out.
We're putting a curse on Gibbs. It's
I don't even. I still like. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning of this conversation, I thought I knew what we were talking about with Gibbs, but now at this point, it's gone on so long and so many things have been said. I don't know what the fuck the conversation was about at all. This
He's gonna
entire
wake
fucking
up
time.
with the body of a turkey.
Wait, Sondsol, real quick.
Yeah.
No, okay. The thing, and you know, I'll just say this and then I'll leave. The thing is, I basically just didn't like the way that Rezi kind of sort of flippantly told you to like disregard Gibbs, right? Because I do think that, like, you know, I'm sure the guy is nice and that he'd be a fun person to have a beer with and everything, but like,
Gibbs is acting like I'm doing a hit piece on him right now because we're having this conversation.
you did say that you were gonna make a hit piece on him.
Oh fuck.
But like, I just don't think that he should be like, yes, ignored. That's fine, but not
Here's
like
my thing.
he's
Like
not
you guys have
harmless.
like
That's
such
all- that's my
high-minded.
point
Like
is,
you guys are talking like so high-minded about it. Here's my entire thing. I just don't like. It's the same with lefties. I don't want to talk to lefties that don't like say what they actually believe. I don't want to talk to conservatives that don't actually say what they believe. And I don't think that I've, you know, encountered like except for Nair, probably counterpoints Jeb Tan, and there's like two other people like tangentially associated with the space that I can't remember their names right now. But there's like not that many conservatives that I feel like, yeah, it's like they're all
mild,
nobodies, and
in your opinion.
it's like it's not that they're mild, it's that they're genuine and they're not evil, right? Like Nick Fuentes is genuine and he's evil, right? Gibbs is not genuine, and I don't think that Gibbs is evil. I don't think that like if Gibbs had a Mexican at his feet that he would like fucking, you know, execute them, okay? But I feel like Nick Fuentes might because he's a freak, all right? But when it comes to Gibbs, like he talks on these panels like he would do the Nick Fuentes thing. So like I don't want to talk to him until he decides that like, you know, talking like a normal fucking human being and not saying like, yeah, I want to like rip the fucking like every fucking abuelita away from her fucking home that she's been living in for 20 years because god damn it, there were one too many Mexicans led to my country. Like, I'm sorry, you don't actually believe that because you're not a fucking
All right, love
like,
all of
literal
y'all.
demon. Anyways, that's my opinion. I feel like people should be fucking genuine, and I'm tired of interacting and pretending and entering this kayfabe fucking fantasy fiction land where I pretend that they're being serious and they pretend that they're being serious, but we both know that they're not being serious while we argue about very serious things that are affecting people in my very real life. It's a completely lopsided fucking argument style that I'm just not interested in fucking having anyway. And that's my closing statement. Anything? Any
right.
thoughts, concerns?
One sec.
Any nuts we want to bust before I leave?
Say that one more time.
No.
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
There was some work going on,
Yeah, anyways,
Love you.
all right. I'll catch you guys later.
Bye. He has no idea how to leave it. Oh, I figured it out.
I did figure it out. Thank you. All right, guys. I love you guys very much. I'm just gonna end the stream. All right. Catch you guys later. Admiral Gibbs is shit talking you. I do not care. If he wants to talk, he can talk to me, but like I don't think like listen, I was very, very high for whatever they were talking about. I stopped trying to figure out what the fuck they were talking about. I gave my final take at the end there because she started talking about like he's dangerous. I don't think Gibbs is dangerous. I just don't want to interact with people that are fucking doing WWE bullshit. Okay? And like, yeah, I'm mad right now, and I think that everybody knows that I'm mad right now. So he's calling you Sonsoy? Well, that's normal. What the fuck was that convo? I legitimately don't know. Towards the, like, I think once Ice Beans joined, I just, lost the conversation. He's dangerous to a Big Mac. Hey, that's mean, but true. True gives us WWE politics. Yeah, and like that's just the thing. I don't need that in my life. You know, there's enough fucking bad in the world. Why would I subject myself to more bad? Anyways, hey guys, I love you guys very much. Is there enough people here to warrant rating over to Resi? No, there are 2 people watching. Hey guys, go over to Resi, all right?